This is game one. They're all tied right now.
He's the worst.
Yep.
So here we are in our Cardinal Red in the studio.
Yep.
Glad y'all are participating.
Oh, wait, here, I got.
Listen.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Cardinal
That's
socks on.
St. Louis Blues socks.
Oh, never mind.
In all reality, if you really want to take a step back, Riz does have a Cardinals hat on.
I know he does.
Is that on purpose?
Yes.
You're better than that.
Yes.
I can't. That shocks me.
Why?
That he would wear a Cardinals hat on opening day. That doesn't shock you?
Oh, he's part of Cardinal Nation.
Thank you, Jeff.
You are
I
part
agree
of,
that-
you
guess
are a drip in the sea of red.
Guess what? We're all
I thought
part
it
of
was an
Cardinal
alderman.
Nation. I didn't know that you needed a name tag or a highlighter to prove it.
No, it's not on purpose. Of
course.
Yes, it is. 100% it is. Don't try and get out of it now.
My Cardinal hat?
You have not worn that Cardinals hat in all year.
That's not true.
No, he just wore it the other day, actually.
I wore it the other day.
Yeah.
Really? I guess I just don't pay attention that much to your forehead.
Thanks. No, this is a frequently worn hat.
Yeah, it is. Because every time I see it, I go, not a Yankees hat.
Yeah.
Man, maybe
Making the
I'm-
transition.
I bet you're the same way.
What's that?
Like, do you own Cardinal shirts or anything Cardinals?
I think David Freese shirt from back in the day. Not sure where it is.
Would you ever wear it except for baseball season?
No.
I will be 100%.
And I'm not a
honest
guy
with
that
you.
wears sports stuff either.
I got dressed this morning, put on a hat, went downstairs, and I said, "Oh, it's opening day, and I'm wearing a Cardinal hat. Cool." That's how it went this morning.
I didn't even remember until I got in the car.
I got dressed this morning. I came into work. I sat on this chair. You played the anthem, and then you said, "Thanks for wearing Cardinal red." And I went, "Oh, damn, I'm not even wearing red."
Yeah.
That's how far off my radar it was.
Yeah, well, we'll get into it, guys. We're going to break it all down for you today.
All 4 hours, right?
Well, every game. We're going to break down all 162 games.
The matchups
Of all teams.
possible
Of
pitchers.
every team, that's right. We'll do that around 9:30.
Okay, perfect.
Every game, we're going to break it down. No, listen, there is some stuff to talk about. There are some new food items over there at Busch Stadium.
Now we're talking baseball.
You know you can't print out your tickets at home anymore?
Yeah.
There's that. We'll get into that. Are the Cardinals favored to win it all this year? We'll talk about that. Well, kind of good opening day stuff, huh?
Yeah.
We're getting in the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Huh, Scott?
Like it. Yes.
I got my Cardinal hat on. Good to go.
Yeah, you went all out.
Boy, here's what I do want to start with. Oh, man. I think it was Monday we were talking about teenage lingo and how there's a certain age you should stop using it.
Yeah.
What was that age?
30.
I thought it was 12.
And then
was 30, yeah.
The national average was 30, and then right below that, 1 in 4 people said 25.
Yeah, and then it was a list of just the cringeworthy kind of teen lingo words. And number 1 was bae. Mm-hmm. Bae. B-A-E, as in baby, or my
No, BAE stands for before anything else, or before anyone else.
I thought it was baby. Like my babe, my baby.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. You could say instead of saying, "Hey, that's my babe," I could say that's my babe, but it stands for before anything else.
I see. I didn't know that. I guess I'm not hip to that. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, there are these local news anchors out there in Toledo, Ohio.
Before anyone else.
But it could be baby, right? Like my babe.
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's how you use it.
Yeah. Use it in place of.
So there are these local news anchors out there in Toledo. And, man, this has gone viral. I guess they opened... Is this a morning show?
I think it's a college campus.
This is not a college TV station.
Oh, it seems that way because they literally open it up with, "What's up, students?"
I guess it's testing week.
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
testing week out there in Toledo. And students across the area are taking these tests that they have to pass before they can graduate high school. This is I think a regular news station. And they're calling this either the very best or absolute worst local news segment that has ever existed in the history of corny news segments. That's what they're saying this is. Because these anchors, I guess, try to speak to the younger audience. And they're joking around. It's tongue-in-cheek.
I was going to say, I think this is all set up. I don't think this is them actually trying to be hip and cool.
It's them trying to be funny. It is them trying to be a little hip. A little cool. Talk to the kids. Yeah, kids trying to take the tests.
Sup,
and it
kids?
is. Have you heard this, Chef?
I have not.
Oh, my God. It's them trying to throw in, the slang terms.
Okay, gotcha.
And here you go.
Good morning, TPS students. It is testing week, and it's time to slay all day.
Yeet. Stay woke, be on fleek, and get that Gucci breakfast.
Goals. Say bye, Felicia, to that testing stress. Weather's going to be turned, right, Chris?
Yes! Toledo weather gonna be V-lit during testing week. A hundo P chance of success.
Oh. There's more. I'm only halfway through.
You've got this, kids. Steve, how about that traffic? Are we looking
Better than we're talking turn. Como won't be an issue. No traffic problems around any TPS schools to keep you from taking those tests.
So get a good night's sleep, do your best. In fact, be extra, extra.
We here at WTOL are V proud of you.
Good luck on your test,
TPS students.
How many actual students got through that whole thing?
How many high school students are actually watching local news, honestly? So again, is that the very best or absolute worst local news segment in history? I'm not sure.
Man.
It's somewhere in between.
Gosh darn it.
Oh,
Halfway
my God.
through that, they're like, I've been doing TV news for how long, and this is what I'm doing?
No. No, they talked about this before. They were in the break room all together and going, man, it'd be so fun if we threw in the slang terms, talk to the kids, the hip slang terms for the kids.
This will get me back in Chicago.
When they walked in on Wednesday morning, they said,
This
It's
is going to be
going
hilarious.
down.
Yeah, it's
This
all.
is going to be
It was the
hilarious,
weather
guys.
guy's
down
idea. It was the weather guy's
tonight.
idea. He's always the drummer of the newscast. It's
You
always
think the weather
guy.
guy's the drummer of the newscast?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's always the freak show.
100% correct. There's nobody that's been more correct with a statement than what Jeff just said.
Oh, thanks, man. Is there a T-shirt or anything?
Well, there was one of these guys that gave the finger guns, too, as he was talking.
Oh,
so
boy.
The 2 finger guns.
You want to know why Jeff's correct about the weatherman being the craziest guy? Because his job is to literally go, it's cloudy and it's going to be 71 today. Tomorrow, also cloudy and also going to be 71. That's his job. There's no, freedom with it. So when he has the opportunity to get a little loose, loosen up the tie,
Unchained.
wear some tennis shoes,
Yeah.
he's in. Now he's in.
That's the drum fill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a little something for the boys in the band. That's what it is.
There's the weather guy just keeping the beat.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
And it's always traffic and weather. So the weather guy's the drummer, and the traffic guy's the bass player.
What's the traffic beat?
Usually in tandem.
Yeah.
Drums and bass. Just right in the groove.
They're also the
Go
guys.
to our percussion section.
They're also the guys that have the back and forth, you go, oh, man, it seems like they don't like each other. And then they're having that back and forth playfulness where he goes,
Traffic and weather.
yeah, oh, yeah. So they're sitting there and the weather guy goes, it's going to be 71 and sunny today. Let's see how it's going in the traffic. How the roads looking? Better than the weather, that's for sure. Oh, are they? I heard there's an accident on the freeway. That's that. And you're like, man, those guys really hate each other, I think.
I didn't see that accident on the way home from your mom's house.
Wow.
I know, harsh.
Those 2 guys should get along.
They hate each other.
So that is going viral. That little video. What is that? What station is that?
WTOL, Toledo.
WTOL.
Toledo's finest.
Also, something that took on a life of its own yesterday was this picture of these bagels from Breadco. Sliced, quote, St. Louis style. And I think people are divided. The nation certainly is not on St. Louis' side here. But I think as far as people from St. Louis goes, and as far as what I saw on social media, people do this all the time, and yet other people have never heard of this. Tony, I guess whenever you guys get bagels from Bread Co., you get it sliced St. Louis style.
Bread sliced.
Do you every time?
Yeah. If we would ever, it's very rare that we would go get bagels in the first place, but when we did, you get a cinnamon crunch, Asiago, and an everything bagel, bread sliced.
Huh. We used to do
They
it with the
ask
kids.
you.
We used to do it with the kids all the time because it's easier for kids to eat them that way. It's better that way when you're driving, too. If you got a cup of the cream cheese, you can just dip one in at a time. That's easier to do.
In 15 years here, I've never seen this before. So the picture's going viral of this guy who took 2 boxes of bagels to work, but he had the bagel sliced like loaves of bread. So instead of a whole or half bagel, you just take 1 or 2 thin slices of one.
Yeah.
And the reaction on the internet is mostly horrified.
I mean, if you look at it, okay.
One person tweeted, quote, "You should be ashamed of yourself."
If you look at it, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, it's really weird. Like a bagel is designed to go whoop,
Yeah.
and you just went. Bop, 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 bop. I mean, and I know that's silly to do sounds, but you know what I'm doing, and it's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Well, as somebody who grew up in the bagel capital of the world, New York City, I think this is somewhat anti-Semitic. I don't know.
Oh,
Get
Oh my gosh.
boy.
You're ridiculous.
No, but this is perfect for
bagel purist, and nobody wants that.
this is perfect for any big gathering or anything like that where you have tons of people and you don't want to have a full bagel, just a little sample of everything up there.
This guy did this on the way to work. You know, he brought 2 things that I agree with you. A lot of times you don't want both sides. You don't want to just take a bottom and then there's a top there. Take a handful of them and be done with it.
I would just say even take a quarter of a half.
Yeah.
Like you cut them in half, and even if the half you don't want the whole half, you cut it that in half, and it's a quarter.
Yeah.
And I mean, okay, listen, I'm not opposed to it. I just have never seen this before.
I'll tell
It's
you what.
not something I would do in my house ever. Now I get dry them out, make bagel chips.
Well, yes, there's that.
Yeah.
They'd be great for bagel chips that way.
Yeah.
You could dry them out a bit.
What do you do with your bagel? If you get a bagel, if the 4 of us go to Bread Co. Today, obviously you'd be buying. But if we go, you get a bagel, what do you put on it? Do you just regular cream cheese?
Cream cheese. If I have lox, I'll put lox on it.
Okay, so let's just say bagel and cream cheese.
Yeah.
Do you not think it would be easier to have them chip style, just to dip in, just like chips? I mean, we don't eat
Interesting.
potatoes whole.
No, I don't. I've never dipped my bagel in anything.
But what I'm saying is, picture it. Don't you think it would be okay? Because think about here's a bagel with cream cheese all over it. You take a bite and you add the cream cheese and
I guess it would be easier. I've never tried it that way.
Then the 3 of us got to go, who's going to tell him he's got cream cheese in the corner
I mean,
of
I
his
have a
mouth?
napkin. I would hope that I would wipe my face.
But if you know it's there, this way it's a chip size and you don't get any cream cheese all over your face.
You know what?
I guess if I need my food cut up in little pieces, I guess that's...
And then have a glass of milk with it. You'll be fine.
The first time I ever experienced bread sliced bagels was when I went to. We were at CBC, and there was a bread company right down the street at the Clayton campus. And every once in a while, as a treat, they would get bagels for breakfast. And when you would walk in, there would be bread company bagels there, usually during Spirit Week or something like that. And they were bread sliced, and that way it makes the bagel go a little bit further. You'd walk up and you'd go, oh, here we go, a slice of it, and you'd walk away.
Again, it's to me, it's odd. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
Again, people nationwide are now making fun of the whole city of St. Louis for quote unquote St. Louis style bagels.
So I guess it's the same way we do our pizza, we do our bagels, pretty much. Where it's a weird cuts instead of normal cuts. We have to do something different.
Squares, and Probel, and because if you look on Twitter, everybody's posting their quote unquote St. Louis style meals.
It's hilarious.
And it's like, it's like a smashed up cake. Here's my birthday cake, St. Louis style. St. Louis style, it's like a smashed cake, or a St. Louis style ice cream sandwich, which is whipped cream on a hamburger bun.
Did you see Chips Ahoy? That was my favorite.
Yeah, St. Louis style cookies. It was
Look, Jeff.
a bag of Chips Ahoy, opened up and just pour the milk right in the bag.
Wow.
That actually looks pretty tasty.
I was going to say, I think that's hilarious.
Chips Ahoy. Today we're eating our cookies St. Louis style, and it's somebody pouring a glass of milk inside a box of Chips Ahoy cookies.
A guy.
There's a reason why that's waterproof. I say we do it.
There's a guy with the Twitter handle VT_Ben, and he had the best tweet of the day, I think. He has a picture of the bagels, and then he has a picture of the Firefest cheese sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, turns out the Firefest was only just trying to sell St. Louis style grilled cheese. Hilarious.
I mean, this is everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's
people
cool.
are destroying St. Louis right now.
I wrote.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
wrote yesterday after seeing this everywhere, because I had seen the original tweet. And I wrote, I've lived in St. Louis for 15 years, never seen this before. I guess I run in the wrong circles.
Agreed.
Yeah, I love bagels.
I do too.
I mean, there's the place up the street here, the Bagel Factory. Hands down, best bagels in the city.
What? And
Hands down.
I'm asking out of curiosity, what makes it so much greater than a thing of bagels I buy at Aldi? Is it just the fresher ingredients
these
or what?
taste like I grew up with. The bagels, I think he boils them. You boil the bagels first. It's a certain type of water he uses. And this guy up the street here on Olive, once he's done, he's done. That's it. He only makes a certain amount, and he's done.
I wonder what his thoughts are on this.
By the way,
thing.
I just solved it. End it all. You make this clip go viral right now because I'm about to solve everybody's question. Here is the reason why it's popular here in St. Louis. Because it originated at St. Louis Bread Company. And the bagels at St. Louis Bread Company, like the Cinnamon Crunch Bagel, the Asiago Bagel, those all have like an extreme amount of stuff, whether it be the cinnamon crunchies or the actual melted hardened cheese on top of the bagel. So if you order that bagel and you cut it like a bagel, the bottom you might as well just throw right on the highway. This way, when you bread slice it, the entire bagel, you get it on top of it.
Well, if you get a good onion bagel, there's pretty good coverage everywhere.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Bread Company, and I'm talking about the Bread Company bagels and why that started at the Bread Company.
Co. and the Panera people have weighed in on this. They have weighed in, and I will get to that in a second.
Well, they better be for it because they got the damn machine that does it.
Yeah, like I said, when I would walk in and I'd go, hey, can I get this bagel, this bagel, this bagel, this bagel? And they'd go, would you like a regular slice or bread sliced? They said that to me because of that's how they want you to eat it because you get the toppings.
But when you put a bagel through the bread slicer, you get too little. You know, when you get to the middle of the bagel, you're not getting even slices.
The middle of the bagel is the best part because that's where all the goodness goes, Riz. Have you ever had a Bread Company bagel? Like, have you seen the Cinnamon Crunch bagel?
Yeah, no, I have.
There is no middle. Like, there is no hole.
I just assumed that it was all because it's easier for kids to eat. That's what I thought.
The Asiago bagel there's no real hole.
Same with the Cinnamon Crunch. Like, I mean, it's very, very small, but you can see it's
the small hole.
That's where the cinnamon.
It's a tiny hole.
It's a tiny, tiny hole.
And
but
you know
but it's still important.
Here's what the website Mashable.com. You know the website Mashable.com? Here's their take on the whole thing. And I'll read from their website. The conventional wisdom is that bagels should be sliced in half horizontally, then eaten. Even popular bagel practices like toasting and the bagel sandwich are up to debate. Like, I will not toast a fresh bagel. Like, if I know the bagels, Sunday morning, go for bagels.
Really? You don't toast your bagel, huh?
Not on a fresh bagel day. Like, my dad every Sunday would go for bagels. We'd have our place. He'd go, get them, slice them, eat them, cream cheese. So this is why so many people on Twitter found the following tweet so disturbing. And this is from a St. Louis guy named Alec Krautman. Quote, today I introduced my coworkers to the St. Louis secret of ordering bagels bread sliced. It was a hit. This bagel spread, which appears to be from Bagel Crime Purveyor, their words, Panera Bread, is essentially many pieces of bread made of bagel flesh. They still taste good, probably because they're made of bagel, which is a good substance. However, slicing a bagel into bread-like slices means that you're likely to end up with two mini slices, tiny discs, that remain once you've cut all the slices on either side of the bagel's hole. Who's supposed to eat these? Are you supposed to take a mini disc in addition to your slice of bagel? How many slices of bagel is each person supposed to have anyway? Why not simply slice the bagels in half? It all is extremely upsetting. It should be noted that the bread slicing practice does have a few supporters, including apparently half the team at Panera HQ. It's true, we suppose, that if you're looking for a high toppings to bagel ratio, a thin bagel toast would provide the base on which to fulfill your sick dreams. And Panera writes on Twitter, our team is divided over here. Do other people slice their bagel Breadco style? But the beauty of a bagel is in its crunchy, then impossibly chewy bite. When sliced like bread, this pleasure is gone forever. Perhaps this is a moot point, though, because Panera bagels are not known for particularly being crunchy or chewy. And a spokesperson for Panera Bread confirmed via email that while they're not sure how popular this particular slicing practice is, they'll slice a box of bagels, quote, however you like. So, that's that.
I mean,
That's
they're the
big
ones that have the
controversy.
damn machine, you know? They're the ones who have the machine that cuts it that way.
But they also have the
That'd be
thing where you
forced.
throw it down the chute and it cuts them in half.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Panera. St. Louis Bread Company is the one that started this.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't that Panera bought them.
I thought St. Louis Bread Co. is Panera other places.
I thought somebody
Yeah.
bought Breadco and then expanded.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
they
it's a-
expanded and then they switched their name to be more brandable.
Oh, I thought it went the other way around. I thought somebody bought them and said we're
They
taking
are
this.
owned-
I thought they said we're taking this bitch worldwide.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, their parent company though.
Yeah, it started as St. Louis Bread Co., and then when they went nationwide, they changed the name.
See, I thought it was the other way around.
And now they're owned by a very fun German group.
Which I thought was always fun when I went to Panera or St. Louis Bread Co. When they have the little chute, they throw the bagel down and it
Yeah.
slices it.
Yeah.
and
I
you
think
have
that's
to-
how isn't that how they bread slice too? Don't they have a machine that does that when they bread
I
slice?
think it's the same,
Yeah.
same machine,
Yeah.
right? It's just a different.
They just go whoop and it goes. Rap.
Oh, I always thought it was cool just to slice in half.
Yeah.
Wow. Neat. Never see that before.
Don't get a finger caught. in there.
Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, I've seen this. I've had these.
I've done this.
It's probably, I'm pretty sure I had this. I mean, it's any company office or a church gathering, that kind of stuff, where it's just tons of people, a big spread out there.
They have Panera's got a decent. Is it the chive cream cheese? Or is it scallion cream cheese? Like cream cheese and chives,
Are
pretty
you
good.
talking about kind of bagel?
No, the cream cheese.
Oh, the actual cream cheese. Yeah, I just get the plain.
You like lox?
Eh.
Smoked salmon? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pass.
That was a game changer when I finally had one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
Bagel, cream cheese, lox, maybe slice of tomato. You can put a red onion on there too, thinly sliced.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's the jam. That's the jam.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this place up the street is I'm sure he's probably pissed I'm even talking about it.
Right.
Like the owner. I don't think he wants a big crowd there, honestly.
See, look at this. This is why they do the cinnamon toast ones. Like you could see here in this picture I just pulled up. It's the crevice of the cinnamon crunch that makes it the bread slice worth
That
it.
goes with each bread slice.
Yep. Each bread slice gets one of these little cinnamon crunch
I
crevice
get it.
fillers.
And this may work with just Panera or St. Louis Bread Co. bagels. This may not be good with any other bagel.
And to back your point there, I would never, if I went to the store and I bought a Thomas bagel in the package, you know, and I brought those home, I would never think about bread slicing it, ever. But when it's this, and it's got the flavor and it's got the fun stuff on it, hell yeah, I want that bread sliced.
Yeah, there are certain things for me that are, food sacred. Pizza, pasta, bagels, pastrami. I can think of more.
Keep going.
But bagels are up there. That's a top fiver for me. So I'm a
So what do you mean when you say food sacred? Like
Don't mess with
you
it.
can't change it. It's this way or no way.
in my life, like I like a certain quality too.
You know what? That makes sense because especially when you say pasta. Because how many times have we said something like, "Oh yeah," with me doing this health kick, I go, "Oh yeah, I tried this veggie pasta," and you go, "That ain't pasta, gross."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Well, you should try whole wheat pasta," and you go, "Oh, I have. It's terrible."
It's terrible. Yeah, there are certain things that I like that I hold up to a higher. I need a higher quality.
Like if you're going to have it, you're going to enjoy the hell out of it.
I need to have it a certain way.
Yeah. I have a friend who's like that with lunch meat, nothing but boar's head.
I'm the same way.
Boar's head.
Same way.
Maybe you're him. Maybe you're the guy I'm thinking of.
Could be. Like if I go to a place to buy lunch meat for home.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to Potbelly. I mean, they got, good deli meats there. But if I'm going to buy on my own, I will go to Schnucks.
Yeah.
Because they are a boar's head carrier.
I get the cheaper one and just get the boar's head wrapper.
That's smart. Tastes the same.
Yeah. Honey, I got the boar's head again. Oh, no, it's on me. Don't worry about it.
It doesn't taste the same.
No, it does not. You're right.
All right, thank you. All right, let's shout out today's Team Riz member of the day, brought to you by Mattress Direct from Estes Park, Colorado. Jason Bradley is our
Jason Bradley.
all the way from Colorado, huh?
It's pretty awesome.
Jason's an extremely loyal listener, has been a daily podcaster since the days of the old show, and has only missed 3 shows.
Jeez. I think we've all missed more than that.
Yeah.
Loves the news, loves the comedy, loves the opinionated breakdowns of Oreo flavors, loves yelling, out of context, dirty comments, in context, dirty comments, saucy redheads, charity events, sex toys, and John Patrico.
Okay.
All his words. So Jason Bradley from Estes Park, Colorado is our Team Riz member of the day. Gets a super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll do some news next. It is 6:34. On this Thursday, your first look at the traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Please settle down. We don't have any Twinkies.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Center lane blocked due to debris on the road, eastbound 70 at Salisbury. Your point forecast today, showers early, then cloudy this afternoon. Highs could get up to 70 today. Tonight, rain, cloudy, showers overnight, around the mid-50s for the low. And right now, it's 59 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
What did you say? It could be maybe 70 degrees today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Unfortunately, maybe some rain. But if the rain holds off, great day to be outside. Great day to sit on that deck of yours, huh? Out in your backyard. Oh, you don't have a deck, huh? But your neighbor does. And you have what they call deck envy. So what are you going to do? You're going to call in Chesterfield Fence and Deck, best in the business. Celebrating 50 years. 50 years in business. And there's a reason a company's around for 50 years. Great work, quality work. They're the professionals you want and you could trust with your home, your biggest investment, your family, their safety. Fences, decks, sunrooms, screen rooms, patios, retaining walls, windows. They're a company you could trust with your home. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Better Business Bureau Torchwood winner. SBA Family Owned Small Business of the Year. They got the Big 50 Award from Remodeling Magazine. I mean, I could go on and on with the accolades. But head over to their showroom over there on Spirit Valley East Drive. Huge showroom, 25,000 square feet showroom warehouse. See the displays of the new fences and decks and pergolas and sunrooms and screen rooms and patios. And mention the Riz Show, get 48 months interest-free financing on your next outdoor project. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck, online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
I am talking to you if you have a frequent sinus infections, frequent congestion, and sinus headaches like all the time, like recurring, a handful of them per month. You can stop suffering. I got a great doctor for you, Dr. Gould, the St. Louis Sinus Center, and they got a great website, stlsinuscenter.com. Think balloon sinus dilation. They do it right there in the office. You don't have to spend the night in the hospital. You don't have to be knocked out. You don't have reconstruction inside your face there, and it works. If you are suffering from sinus infections constantly, congestion all the time, sinus headaches all the time, get it done, get it fixed one time. You never have to worry about it again. They have been treating sinus issues forever there, and it's a proven deal. I went and saw the instruments. I talked to people who do it and have had it done, and it is amazing. Again, once you do this, most of the time you never have to worry about it again. You don't have to go to the hospital either. So call them over at the St. Louis Sinus Center, 314-473-5433 or stlsinuscenter.com. Get it fixed and don't worry about it ever again.
The Rizzuto Show.
God, this just popped up on my Twitter feed. From the Washington Post. Take it from this fat Jew. There's a solid case for bagels sliced like bread.
Yeah. See the Midwest blazing trails again.
That's in the Washington Post. Wow. Welcome back. Phone number 314-6-WALKER, 314-692-5537. Cameras in chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. And the socials at RIZZ Show. Emails, RizShow1057thepoint.com. Later on, comedian Todd Glass will be stopping by.
Big fan. Hey, good.
He is at Helium Comedy Club. He's got a show tonight at 8 o'clock. Friday and Saturday, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. He'll be here for the Craigslist Freak of the Week, which we have 3 brand new ads for you. I don't know, Tony's dad, just had the new hip put in. So Tony recorded his dad on Monday prior to the surgery reading the ads.
Saw him yesterday.
How's he feeling?
Horrible.
Really?
It's not great.
And he was so looking forward to having the surgery done because, the man couldn't walk.
Right.
I had to, and that's not a joke, pick up and then let down into a chair. My dad yesterday. Apparently, so when they opened up his hip, and they couldn't tell before when they opened up his hip, they found so much arthritis in his hip that they had to rip it apart.
Oh.
And he's in real bad shape right now. But the doctor said the first week or two is going to be bad.
Yeah.
But in the end, this is going to be good.
Right.
Yeah, as a guy who's had a lot of corrective surgery, this is the pain where it's okay because down the road, you're not going to be in pain.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And that's why he was so disappointed when that first surgery was canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he couldn't walk.
And think about this. Last year, he had hip surgery on his other hip, and it was incredible. The recovery was quick. He felt amazing.
He was tap dancing a couple hours later.
Yeah, and he couldn't beforehand. So that's pretty good. It's a good hip.
They put in the tap dancing hip. But this is good. This is good. I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah.
Sucks he's in pain, but happy he got it done.
It's the worst when I walk in there, and you guys, you all know my dad. I walk in, and he's in a recliner with his feet up with a blanket pulled up to his neck. And I was like, this is not who you are.
Poor
Maybe
guy.
he was completely naked underneath.
He wasn't. I had to help him up.
Hey, I heard a rumor, before we get to news here, I heard a rumor that somebody's getting a roommate.
Jeff, really?
Wow, Jeff,
Are you
congrats.
getting a
It's
roommate,
really-
King Scott?
Yes, I
You
am.
just moved into your own place and you're getting a roommate already.
Yeah.
What, are you scared?
I am terrified of that. It's going to be nice to sleep with the lights off for once.
It's just the wind. It's just the wind. It's just the wind.
That's
What
what
do
we
you
have
need, a
covers.
thunder buddy?
Yeah, I need a thunder buddy.
So you're getting a roommate, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm getting a roommate.
Is it somebody we know?
Yeah, it's Promo Bon.
Oh, Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah, it's Bon.
Oh, Bon from the promo department.
Yeah.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, he's amazing. So it'll be a good time.
He told me yesterday, he said somebody's got to christen the new house. It ain't going to be Scott over here, so he's going to get in there.
That's exactly what he told me too.
You said that?
He goes he said
Somebody
that
gotta have
he said it
sex
to
in
you. He
this
goes, "Are you okay? And is it weird that I'm going to be moving into your house and the first person to have sex in your home will not be you, it will be me."
In your bed, too.
Now,
in my bed.
How long? I mean, you guys have known each other for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you've never lived together, though.
No.
So this is a whole new...
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
You know he's a nudist, right?
I didn't know
You
that.
guys are really going to get to know each other.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a big enough place.
You know,
that we
I
can-
moved in and had a roommate, a friend from high school. And, you know, we'd hung out in high school, but when you live with somebody, then you really get to know them.
Yeah, different story, for sure.
Way different story.
Yeah. But I have a lot of, I mean, he's worked on the road with the same band I used to work for, so he, you know, I've heard reviews. He's a good guy to live with.
Well, do you want to fill out this little questionnaire here?
Uh-oh.
A little getting to know you, conversation starter kind of questionnaire.
Oh, that'd be great.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So he filled this out.
Okay.
And then we'll read that later. Have Bond be listening.
He said your place is real nice. He said he was very pleasantly surprised about how nice it was.
Well,
Honestly.
especially the neighbor's got 4 trampolines. in
Right,
it.
that's what I said. I go, you
I mean,
make
that's-
friends with that neighbor. You have activities all summer long.
Man, it's great.
The neighbor's got 4 trampolines back there. Sweet. Well, now that you don't have a hole in your roof, I mean, that's another selling
Yeah, now
point.
it's an upgrade.
I mean, he goes, man, the inside of the house is so much it's one of the nicest places I've ever lived in. The place he's moving out of, it rains on the inside. Like when it rains, it rains on the inside
Bond?
at his
Oh,
place.
really?
So, yeah.
Well, maybe I
think
should
a tent
open-
would be an upgrade.
I should put that hole back in the roof then.
Yeah, and make him feel at home.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
What would it like to live with King Scott? I bet you'd be pleasant.
Winning the lottery. That's
It's
what it'd
one
be
of
like.
two things. It's either constant jokes and like you basically feel like you're on one of the, sit down sitcoms, or it's silence.
No, I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of sing-alongs.
Yeah, at least in
Oh,
your head.
tons.
There's going to be a lot of
Yeah, I
sing-alongs.
do a nightly sing-along.
You think King Scott, like his alarm goes off and, and he goes, "Oh, what a beautiful morning."
Of course.
No, when you guys are having dinner together, just take out the guitar.
It's going to be a swell time over there. Shucks, you all should come hang out. No?
Overland.
I don't go to people's houses who say shucks. Sorry. Just a weird thing.
News sponsored by
Crushed Red Catering. Email catering@crush-red.com for a free tasting.
Boy, Jeff, this is your place, Poor Richards in Eureka.
Yeah.
3 people were hurt when a car crashed into the place.
I heard about this at like midnight 30 last night, and then completely went out of my head. You mentioned this morning. It's like, oh my gosh,
That's
it's
your
bad,
that's you
right?
and your wife. You go there frequently.
Yeah, if it's just the two of us going out for a meal or something, that's where we go. Yeah,
That's your local watering hole.
they know how to make my martini there, man. I hope everybody's okay.
3 people hurt. And police are saying the injuries to the people who were hurt, not life-threatening. They were taken to the hospital. The driver, I guess, was there prior and then left and then came back with his car into the restaurant and then drove away.
Wow.
And the police took the guy into custody not too long later. Restaurant is heavily damaged.
Yeah.
They're saying the good news, no structural damage.
Oh, that's good. Do you know where in that? Like, did it go right through the front door? Do you know? Because right inside, there's like door, little area, then another door, and right inside that inside door is where the people who seat you, take your order to go, and everything.
Have you seen the
right
pictures?
inside there. I just saw the one on.
I mean, I've never been there.
On Fox.
They
2,
now have a
so I said, or
drive-thru.
whatever.
That's too soon.
Yeah, man.
It's not too soon,
man.
It's a building.
I don't know if it was through the front door. I've never been there. I don't know.
I did
not
find
sure.
it weird that they said no structural damage, and I get what they mean. They mean no, like, severe structural damage.
Oh,
but there's
wow.
structural damage. There's a hole in the front of the building.
Yeah,
No,
that's front
structural
door.
damage, meaning they didn't hit a load-bearing
beam
wall,
or- yeah.
or it could be they just went through a window.
It looks like it was the front door. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what would possess somebody to do that.
Again, speculation from the chat room, but somebody that lives in that area says rumor has it was intentional.
Oh, it was 100% intentional, especially since this guy drove off.
Yeah, and if you see the front of the place, it has
Well, they're saying like
two arch.
you're hammered and you.
It has like two arches you have to drive through to get to the part he hit.
No, they're saying like.
Do we have a name on the
If
person?
Or a
drunk.
mistake of hitting the gas pedal instead of the brake.
Yeah, and then going, oh crap, and then go.
Yeah, dude, that's right there.
Cops are looking for the two gentlemen who robbed a Metro PCS store in Ferguson and then fired shots at the building as they left. This was the store on New Halls Ferry Road, just south of 270. Robbers walked in, announced they were sticking up the place. When they left, I guess one of the employees looked outside like a side door, and then the guys saw him and opened fire.
Wow.
Nobody hurt there. And cops said that these two are responsible for other similar crimes in the area. Yesterday, a judge awarded $80 million. $80 million in damages to a guy from California who blamed Roundup weed killer for his cancer. And the company is Monsanto. Or is it Bayer? Is it Bayer / Monsanto?
It's Bayer now. Yeah, because they changed the signs down the street. It says Bayer.
Oh, it just says Bayer?
Yeah.
So 70-year-old Edward Hardman says he used Roundup products to treat poison oak, overgrowth, and weeds on his property in San Francisco for years. And he says that Roundup was a big factor in his non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and the jury agreed. And Monsanto says studies have proven that the active ingredient in Roundup is safe. And they said they're appealing. Now, a different jury last year awarded another guy, remember this one, $289 million, but a judge later changed that to $78 million. And Monsanto appealing that verdict, too. Now, these cases are pretty important because there are thousands of other lawsuits in the pipeline against the company.
Yeah. So is this big tobacco?
And this is seen, well, these trials are seen as what they call bellwether trials. And legal experts say that verdicts like this give lawyers a strong bargaining chip, a strong bargaining position in any settlement talks.
Yes, because now they have a history. Hey, this happened before, and this is what happened. Come on, that sort of thing, right? Is that what you're saying?
Especially since some of these cases are going in front of the same judge.
I've been hearing one or two commercials and TV commercials, radio commercials about, hey, I'm a lawyer, and if you want to jump on this class action lawsuit against these guys.
For Roundup?
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
But again, Monsanto says they have studies saying that this is safe. Again, a jury disagreed.
Our scientists say.
Speaking of payouts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Speaking of payouts, guess what? You did not win the Powerball last night.
Did anybody?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
One person.
Yeah,
Where?
One winning ticket matched all 6 numbers in last night's Powerball. Jackpot $768.4 million with a cash option of $477 million. Third biggest jackpot in U.S. history. Ticket was sold in Wisconsin. Now, 7 tickets matched all 5 white balls, but missed the matching, red Powerball. That's $1 million. 1 ticket was sold in Missouri. One of those. Not sure specifically where, though.
You know what I would love? If they would tell you what time the winning ticket was bought. Actually, I don't know if I'd love that, but I'm interested to know. And the reason being is because last night at about 8:30.
I forgot to buy a ticket, and I'm
this
bummed.
time I forgot that.
I'm
we
definitely
prior
not
I
bummed.
did.
You should not be bummed.
Why?
Because the winning ticket was sold in Wisconsin.
It could have been sold here if I
But
would
it
have bought a
wasn't.
ticket.
It was in Wisconsin.
But we'll never know because I didn't buy a ticket. I
Yeah.
could have had the winning number.
You could have, but then you also saved your money because what if that ticket, and what I'm saying is at 8:30 last night, the wife was like, we should go up to the gas station real quick and buy Powerball tickets. And I was like, whatever it is. And I was like, nah, we're good. What if, winning ticket was sold in Wisconsin at 12:38 p.m. Then I go, thank God we didn't buy a ticket because that would have been a waste of money.
Yeah, but if it's a quick pick, it's a random number. It's a random number given to you.
Right.
Right, so?
Do you not understand what I'm saying, though?
You're saying if you bought it at 8 o'clock, but you found out later that it was already
The winning
purchased
ticket,
8
the winning
hours.
ticket was bought at noon, but I bought my ticket at 8:30 p.m.
But had you gone at noon, you might have had the winning ticket.
Right.
You would have gotten that quick pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure quick picks are time specific. It's just a random 6 numbers given to you. I understand what you're saying, but
I was going to say, yeah.
I understand what you're saying, But me not getting a ticket could have thrown the whole thing off. And maybe I could have won $1 million. Maybe I could have matched 4 numbers in the Powerball. I don't know. You don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know. Should I have bought a ticket? Yes, and I was out and about yesterday too. Could have done it. Or I could have just lit my money on fire.
That's true too. Yeah.
You filling out the questionnaire, Scott?
I've been typing news, sorry.
You got to fill out that questionnaire, the roommate questionnaire. Scott's getting a roommate. He needs to know who he's moving in with. I'm talking about Bond. Needs to know who's moving in with this monster over here.
You spelled chlamydia wrong.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know if you saw this. So I guess when I was out on vacation last week, I didn't see this. This video went viral. This woman from Connecticut. She got into an argument at a grocery store and started saying the N-word.
Yikes.
Then she called the police, and you could still hear her yelling at the guy in the store and using the N-word on the call. And to the police dispatcher, first she acts all polite, but then gets angry when the cop asks if he could put her on hold. This is a monstrous woman.
I agree.
Her name is Corinne McGovney-Tyrone. So first she's all polite, and I have the audio of the call, and I'll give you a follow-up on what happened to this woman. Acts all polite, but then gets angry when the cop asks if he could put her on hold. Then it turns out she called the police department in a different city 30 miles away.
Okay.
And then, tells the guy to F off. And I'll give you the follow-up, but here she is. This is the racist woman talking to the police dispatcher.
Houston, please.
Hi, my name is Corinne McGovney. I was just at ShopRite.
Corinne McGovney. This isn't the way she says that. McGovney.
Houston, please.
Hi, my name is Corinne McGovney. I was just at ShopRite, and I was with my 2 kids walking down the front center aisles in front of the registers.
I'm sorry, can you hang up?
Got up in front of me. No, don't you dare put me on hold. Don't you dare.
Hello?
Hello? Don't put me on hold again.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were at Stop and Shop
the center
where?
Aisle of the in front of the registers. I was talking to my kids, and this black guy got up in front of me and said, "Are you talking to me?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And now they're telling me I'm racial profiling.
Okay, what town are you in, ma'am? Ma'am, you're not in Easton. We don't have a Stop and Shop. So what town are you in?
East Haven.
Okay, you called Easton.
All right, go yourself then.
Yikes, huh?
Man.
That's what she told the 911 operator. Go F yourself at the end.
Wow.
Does this woman not sound like a monster?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, she got her comeuppance because somebody robbed her house and took all the copper piping.
You got to be kidding me, really?
Oh, that's brutal.
And they're not sure if it's connected to this or not. They're thinking it may be random. But is that not karma?
I don't know which one would be more fun to...
You want to know her name? It's...
Houston, please.
Hi, my name is Corinne McGovney.
That's capital M, small c, capital
McGovney.
J. Or whatever it is.
McGovney. McGovney.
Oh, apparently there is video of it. Of her at the store.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The video went viral.
Oh, she looks like somebody that would say, McGovney.
That's just the 911 call. And then somebody robbed her house and stole all the copper piping.
I don't know. It would make me more happy if that's random or they did that because she's such a bitch.
Is the video?
I'm hoping it's random.
Yeah.
Because that's karma.
Is the video? Is it bad?
Yes.
Is she in the wrong?
She's a terrible person.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
This is a terrible person.
That is what I figured.
This is not a nice person.
No.
Nobody I'd want to live with, Scott.
Yeah, for sure. They can't even call the right 911. What happens if an emergency?
See, if you write, I gave Scott the questionnaire. One of the questions is, are you racist? She would write yes. That would disqualify her from being a roommate of mine.
Yep.
And how do you call the wrong area 911? That's impressive.
I don't know.
I think it was not the non-emergency number.
Yeah, I think it's called the non-emergency. Yeah, well, I said 911.
Okay.
I should have said the non-emergency number. Yeah. Again, I'm hoping it's not a targeted attack. I'm hoping it's just random because that's karma going F you.
Yeah.
And before we hit the break, I want to say with this next story, this is 100% wrong. Don't do it. It's dishonest. I'm not condoning doing this in any way. But with that being said, this is kind of genius. Last week, a guy from Lithuania pled guilty to U.S. wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and money laundering. This guy stole money from Facebook and Google. Basically, what this guy did was he just sent Google and Facebook random bills, and they just paid him.
What?
How the?
That's like what I told you. That's what I said to you. Remember a few weeks back what I said that we should have done when I got married?
Was what?
This was a life hack I saw online. This is an unethical life hack. You go wherever you're getting married, whatever city you're getting married in, you go to Google and you type in millionaires or richest people in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you send them wedding invitations. And you hope that they open up the wedding invitation or whoever opens up the wedding invitation.
Assistant.
And they go, we're not going to the wedding.
Send him a gift.
Probably know him.
Yeah.
Send him some money.
Send him a gift.
And somebody did that online and got like $8,000.
Well, this guy sent fake bills to Google and Facebook.
See, you can't do that.
No, as I said, it's 100% wrong. It's dishonest. It's wire fraud. It's money laundering. It's theft. So he forged invoices and contracts and letters that looked to have been executed and signed by executives and agents of Google and Facebook. And he had fake corporate stamps on them, which, faking the signatures and faking the corporate stamps, that's
still frowned upon?
That is frowned upon. And apparently nobody checked to see if the bills were legit. So, comes into the billing department and they just, okay.
All right.
Send it out. So how much did he steal?
I'm going to say
between 2013 and 2015.
Okay.
How much did he steal?
I'm gonna go with the comedy route here, and I'm gonna say $600.
Okay.
6 figures. 6 figures, because since it was that long, I'll say high 5 figures.
All right. Scott, guesses?
Which country charged the guy? Because you said he's from which?
U.S. wire fraud.
And he's from?
Lithuania.
I mean,
in total, between 2015
it's got to be a lot. I would say definitely over 10,000, like 20,000.
He stole $122 million.
Oh, $122 million?
23 million from Google, 99 million from Facebook.
Wow. I wonder what he was he landscaping?
He's
That's
looking
impressive.
at up to 30 years in prison.
Wow.
Yeah, and I saw the company that he kind of, like the shell company that he was using, and it was some tech, some tech firm. I mean, it looked legit.
Obviously, it looked good if he got away with it for so long.
It looked legit. So, yikes! $122 million, like that. All right, we'll finish up news after the break. I'll tell you what the newest politically incorrect word is. And if any of you use this word in this room, there will be penalties. Just letting you know.
You will get looks and pointed at.
And yelled at, too. 7:06 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I think you're the world's biggest jackass, and I look forward to your death.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, debris blocking the the center lane, eastbound 70 at Salisbury. Your point forecast today, showers early and then cloudy this afternoon. High's going to be just under 70 tonight. Rain and then cloudy overnight. Some showers could pop up around the mid-50s for the low. Right now, it is 60 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto. So all you have to do is go to victorymenshealth.com to get all the information that myself and Jeff Burton both got when we decided, hey, there might be a little something that we can use to be us again, okay? To feel a little bit more like you. For both of us, we found out low testosterone was an issue. For me, my vitamin D levels were almost depleted. And I know, Jeff, you've had some issues when it comes to taking pills in the past. So you couldn't just walk in somewhere and go, give me a miracle pill and I'm going to feel better. Victory Men's Health, they knew how to address that issue.
And they knew that because, A, there's doctors in the office, you know, so doctors know somebody with Crohn's disease, some of us can't absorb pills as they're passing through your body. So there's the advantage already, along with the fact that they're all amazing people there.
They truly are. And again, this isn't a place where you walk in and go, I want to lose weight. And they go, here's a pill. Or I'm going bald. Here's a pill. That's not what they do there. What they do is they run your blood work. They find out a specific plan that works for you. And whether it be erectile dysfunction or baldness or adult acne, whatever your issue is, Victory Men's Health can make you feel like you again. Get your journey started just like we did by going to victorymenshealth.com. It's Victory Men's Health. Be you again.
Our insurance agent is Tracy Babe. When I say our, I mean everybody here in the studio. King Scott, Jeff, myself, Tony, all covered by Tracy Babe and Allstate Insurance. Best in the business, without a doubt. Also, probably the biggest blues fan in the city, if that makes a difference, which it does for some people. What?
Absolutely. What? I was just saying, I'm a big blues fan.
You think you're a bigger fan than Tracy Babe?
Absolutely not.
I know you're wearing blues socks right now.
Yes,
but
I am.
She's got a blues tire cover.
Oh, that's true. She does. Okay, she
I
wins.
mean, she displays it proudly. You have pants covering up your socks.
She comes in
Not
first
for long,
again. Weird. How'd we get here?
Tracy Babe, Allstate Insurance, 314-352-4494, or text the word quote to 65780. She'll get you all set up. Auto policies, homeowners policies, renters, umbrella policies, motorcycles, boats, Illinois side, Missouri side, life insurance too. That's Tracy Bibb. 314-352-4494 or text quote to 65780. We will send you all our information. It's Tracy Bibb at Allstate Insurance. Are you in good hands?
Hey, it's Roman Atwood, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
All right, welcome back. Hey, remember that WOW Airlines? And Patrico just brought this to my attention. I didn't see this morning. Remember WOW Airlines was in Terminal 2 over at Lambert?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was cheap flights to Iceland?
Yeah, I remember that. Was this like the purple planes?
Yeah.
Is that them? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and they were here, and then all of a sudden they were gone. They kind of just packed up and left, and people were like, what is the deal? And WOW Airlines was like, well, it's St. Louis's fault. Not many people took the flights.
Yeah.
And then people were calling BS on that because a couple months prior, they were like, well, it's going great in St. Louis. Update. Icelandic airline WOW Air collapses and cancels all flights. You know what that means? People who had flown somewhere and were supposed to fly back on WOW Airlines are now stranded wherever they are.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah. Sure they said that.
Uh-huh. In fact, they told passengers who were supposed to fly back to wherever they were, book with other airlines and hope they have what they call, what do I call it before? It was, oh, damn it.
Was it Heart?
Rescue fare.
Rescue fares.
I was like hardship fare, rescue fare.
Yeah. People who want to travel should now look for so-called rescue fares, which may now be offered by rival airlines, which may be offered. How pissed would you be?
Furious. Man. I'm furious right now, and I'm not even.
I'm in Iceland.
Never even flew with it.
How am I getting home? How am I getting home? Yeah, that was a whole shady thing when they got here, and then packed it up and moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember they were like, well, nobody flew us. And just prior to that, they were like, wow, going great here in the Midwest. Now, look, they're done. See what you get for dishonesty? So, I don't want you guys to get behind on your political correctness, so here's an update. The newest word that's offending people is cyclist.
I can't believe you said that on the air.
like, there's a cyclist out there.
Cyclist.
Yeah.
Yes, cyclist. Cyclist.
Huh.
And researchers in Australia found that the term cyclist can dehumanize somebody on a bicycle. That's right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's demeaning to the cyclist?
Uh-huh.
You got to be kidding me.
Get the out of here.
So someone who plays sports, you can't call them an athlete?
Not get out of here with that.
Sorry. I hate to offend.
Mm-hmm. It dehumanizes somebody.
What am I supposed to call it? A gentleman.
I will let you know.
A gentleman.
I will let you know here in a second.
Quickly
Don't
rides
call
a
me an
bice-
employee.
a bike.
I'm not an employee. I'm a human.
And drivers who use it can even be more dangerous around cyclists because they don't think of them as, quote, completely human. It's not a human, it's a cyclist.
Get the out of here.
Look at the helmet thing.
I'm so angry right now. Like, I'm so angry. This is ridiculous.
This is the world we live in. So instead, we should call them people on bikes.
I was in hopes you were going to say targets.
Damn it.
Boy, what is wrong with
King
you?
Scott at 1057thepoint.com.
So they're saying it's dehumanizing it?
When you say somebody's a cyclist, you're not looking at them as a human.
But the very definition is a person who rides a bicycle.
Not anymore.
A person is a human.
Jeff.
Not anymore.
Nope.
You cyclist.
So they're saying because I say cyclist, I'm basically saying that's not a person without that bike, right? I mean, that's what their argument is.
You know, I'm trying to wrap my head around the person who complained about this first. Like, I'm trying to get into their head how they would think. So instead of it being a man or a person, a living, breathing person on a bike, you call them a cyclist. So I don't even know. I'm trying.
Well, you know the way the person dressed, though, that complained about it. They have that cool helmet with looks like a teardrop.
My head hurts. Here's a report about it. I don't know. Maybe she'll explain it better.
The war between cyclists and motorists continues to rage on.
Could a cyclist also be a woman?
Did she just... What's a motorist?
She's got an accent, so she's obviously smart.
You got it?
I got it. I don't know if they got it. Do you get it, Jeff?
Which his comment?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, Jeff.
You didn't get it.
The war between cyclists and motorists continues to rage on.
Seems to just be a blanket disrespect for cyclists.
The attitude of some cyclists doesn't help their cause.
It came so close to me that its front quarter panel was rubbing on my thigh, on the hip.
It can feel like a lot closer.
So it was almost real sexy.
It's weird that guy calls his a front quarter panel, too. That's what I call mine.
Rubbing on my thigh, on the hip.
It can feel like a lot closer, particularly if the cars are travelling quickly.
They're always on about us not giving them respect and everything on the road, but when you see what they do to motorists, I don't think it's fair.
But if a motorist does something stupid, nothing happens to him. We're the ones that get hurt.
That's right, people on bikes. Not cyclists, see?
Oh, man, it's so much more human now. Thank you.
But I'm offended they called us...
so progressive now.
What? The person on bike called us motorist. We're people in cars.
Yes, we are, Scott.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes,
That's
we
a
are.
great point.
Thank you.
Yes, we are. Hey, here's a neato little hack for when you want to comparison shop online. I know you do a lot of online shopping, Tony.
Sure do.
So when you go onto like Amazon,
yeah,
do you go there and then go to other places?
Sometimes.
To see? I mean, depending on what kind of item you're buying.
Yeah,
If it's a higher end thing.
Oh yeah. I almost pulled the trigger on doing buying a new vacuum, and like I wanted a nicer one, like one that was a couple $100 bucks. And I did some research and I went to a couple different sites and then decided I don't need a vacuum.
So you'd normally like go to a bunch of different websites, you'd scour blogs, you'd look at the Amazon reviews to find the best products. All you have to do now, ready for this, is type in the name of the item on Google and then add VS, like versus. And the trick will reveal other popular and similar products, as well as links to review sites you may not have heard of. Simple though it may be.
Right, let's try it out.
It'll help you save time surfing the web and make comparison shopping a little more easy.
Let's see. That's great.
Sure did, man.
Tony wrote in giant dildo VS.
Oh my gosh.
Did you do the same thing?
What did I put?
He put something about a vibrator. We are ridiculous.
Well, we're both in the market.
So I just type in vacuum VS?
VS.
I got to spell vacuum right?
It's 2 U's.
Boy. Together.
So what do I click on now?
No, it will now list all the different consumer sites
vacuum
and reviews and
And that's a new thing?
It's a little hack.
Oh, gotcha.
It'll save you 5 minutes, okay?
I was just saying, to me, that like I could just type in, buy a vacuum, and this will all pop up.
Then don't do that. Then don't do it.
Oh,
And make sure to always put 2019.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, don't do it.
Like you put the item.
Everybody do it except for Tony. Hey,
Something
it's
2019.
weird.
You're missing out. I'm doing it over here.
It's weird. Americans hate stairs. Am I right? Americans hate stairs. Have we had this conversation before about whether to walk or just stand still on the escalator?
Yeah.
I always heard walk. That'll save everybody time. If everybody just walked on the escalator, would it be all right? According to an engineering professor from Mississippi State University, we need to stop walking or up or down escalators when we're in a hurry because it really just slows everything down. And this woman says the most efficient thing to do on an escalator is to have 2 people ride side by side. That would get the most people up or down the fastest. When somebody starts walking, they may go up or down a little faster, but overall it makes the whole process slower.
How's it making the process?
I don't know. This is engineering smarty pants here.
Are they talking about a massive crowd?
I'm sure a massive crowd.
Because there's no way that makes sense otherwise if it's just me and Daryl on the escalator.
I'm sure if it's in a massive crowd. And one final thing. Nothing's grosser than eating boogers, right? And not if you're a kid, apparently. There's a ton of research out there which says that eating boogers is not only relatively harmless, but also healthy for kids. And this is the second time I've seen this recently. The basic premise is that by consuming the germs trapped within their noses, kids strengthen their immune systems in the process. And in fact, the chief of allergy and immunology at a children's hospital of Philadelphia says, generally speaking, we think exposure to bacteria is good for kids. And another pediatrician agrees with the theory, but kind of hedges a bit, saying I wouldn't encourage kids to eat their boogers or just roll in bacteria. But it's we shouldn't shield kids in a bubble.
Yeah, so don't serve it to them, but don't get all upset if they're doing it.
But that's what they're saying. You know that the hand sanitizer, it's everywhere. You know, it kills 99.9% of bacteria and germs.
Right.
Like, that's not a great thing to always use because you need to build up immunities.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're killing everything, your body can't build up immunities. Eat away, King Scott. Eat those boogers.
I'll dive in.
And that's your news brought to you by Travers Automotive and RV Group, family owned for 24 years with 7 different locations. So, well, let's talk about your eyes for a second. And did you know your eyes are as unique as your fingerprints? So when you hear Brenton Vision patients talk about how much better their vision is after treatment compared to glass or contacts, it's because Dr. Brenton customizes a treatment to each person's individual eyes. In fact, my wife is a very, very happy patient. Been almost a year now since she had a LASIK procedure done. Seeing clear, no more glasses, no more contacts, no more eye fatigue. Everything's great. It was a quick procedure. Minimal downtime. I mean, she got the procedure done, I think it was at noon. Yeah. Took it easy for a couple hours, was down for dinner by 6 o'clock. Here's another fun fact for you. Dr. Brenton is the only surgeon in Missouri to offer all 7 forms of modern vision correction, and he's right here in St. Louis. So that's why he's the only eye surgeon I recommend to help you achieve the crisp, clear vision you want. Brenton Vision will help you fit your treatment into your budget. Use your tax refund, flex plan, HSA, or even take advantage of a payment plan. So call 314-375-2020. That's 314-375-2020. Or book online, even take their self-test at BrentonVision.com. That's BrentonVision.com. All right, up after the break, we'll get to your emails. Comedian Todd Glass will be here soon. We got the Craigslist Freak of the Week. It's 7:30 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
What does it feel like to be one of the preeminent twits?
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, nothing major to report, all good. Point forecast today, showers early, then cloudy this afternoon. High's going to be just under 70 tonight. Rain tonight, then cloudy and showers overnight. Around the mid-50s for the low. Right now, it's 60 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
If you have an inkling to get out and do some hiking, do some fishing, do some bird watching, even hunting, going out and looking at trees, stuff like that, I encourage you to follow me on socials, Jeff Burton 1057, because I've gotten together with the Missouri Department of Conservation. As a matter of fact, we were in Rockwood Reservation up in Wildwood, down the street from me, yesterday for a handful of hours shooting some video that I cannot wait to see. I'm going to show you some examples, hopefully, today. Talked with some of the employees there. They are so excited about something that we're going to be doing in a couple of months. We're going to do a big group hike. So stay tuned for information on that. But I'm getting emails and text messages from people saying, hey, man, what is it really like? And it is so inexpensive to do this. A decent pair of hiking shoes, and that's about all you need. All ages, all physical abilities. You don't have to be a super athlete to get in the woods and enjoy yourself. Follow me on my socials, Jeff Burton 1057 or 1057thepoint.com/hiking.
The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point.
I was just joking with the fellas, you know. Jeff is organizing a group hike, and why is the headline, 10 go into the woods, 5 come out?
You get a free shirt if you survive.
It's all this happy-go-lucky, come experience the woods with Jeff. It'll be great. At the very end, it just goes, if you dare.
Yeah. No, where Jeff and I live, there's some great trails and parks.
Awesome. Yeah, Mo Outdoors, I got an app. You can show you all those places.
Overland also known for their trails, right? King Scott?
Yeah.
And
Stunning.
multiple trampolines.
Yes. We got wildlife, trails, a highway.
So King Scott's getting a roommate, and Bon, who works at the radio station in promotions, you guys have known each other for years.
Yeah.
We've known Bon for years. He's a great guy.
Awesome dude.
So that's going to be your new roomie.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to know.
Yeah.
It's one thing to, to work with somebody. It's another thing to live with them. So do you think Bon really knows you?
Pretty well.
Have you guys discussed arrangements? I mean, are you going to, split utilities, or, is he taking the cable bill? Or are you taking the electric bill?
No, we discuss everything, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything's good?
Yeah. Got it lined up nicely.
There's a sock on the door.
Oh, yeah.
You knock.
That means if there's a sock on the door, that means Scott is taking a nap.
Yeah, if there's a sock on the knob, nap time. That's right. That's right. As long as everything's, you got 2 bedrooms, right?
Yeah, 3, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
Looking for a 3rd roommate?
Take it easy.
All right.
Now, it's not a bedroom. Does it have a toilet in it? Because that's a bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like you might just have 2 bedrooms.
Okay. I thought there was a little bed that was really uncomfortable.
So I had King Scott fill out this questionnaire here. So isolate this audio and send it to Bon.
Okay.
Just so he knows who he's moving in with. What monster. Okay, so what hobby would you get into if time and money was not an issue?
And I've already changed this.
What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue? You wrote here, landscaping the land.
Well, because if I put landscaping, he's going to say, but I already changed
landscaping the land.
Because this guy here.
That would be
I couldn't just write landscaping.
Manscaping.
Good point.
Yeah. So what did you changing it to then?
A luxury yacht. And travel and see every island out there in the Pacific.
So travel.
Yeah, but by yacht.
Okay, travel by yacht. What's the most annoying habit that other people have? King Scott wrote lying about everything.
Yeah.
What other job do you think you'd be really good at? You wrote travel blogger.
Well, that question 1 and that coincide.
Yeah, now they make sense.
What game or movie universe would you most like to live in? He wrote Grand Theft Auto.
You
never,
be kidding me.
because when you die, you wake back up and you just get that fun.
And you get to
fun
kill
of
hookers,
things.
right?
Well, if you're mean.
You get to carjack people and kill hookers.
Or you can protect others from that.
What takes up too much of your time? You wrote napping. What do you wish?
She just said answering surveys.
What do you wish you knew more about? You wrote finance.
Yeah.
What TV channel doesn't exist but really should? You wrote Pornhub.
I don't think that's what I put down. That's
you
weird.
wrote Riz Show TV.
Yes, okay. So that's different what I wrote.
What is something that is considered luxury but you don't think you could live without. You wrote the internet.
Yeah. Because electricity, is that luxury or is that a necessity now?
I think that's a necessity.
Okay.
I've wrote my assessment thus far. Scott, continue.
What's your favorite genre of movie? You wrote thriller/comedy.
Yeah.
How do you relax after a hard day of work? You wrote Joeing.
It's a bit rowing. But
No, you wrote watch the TV. What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation? What do you think he wrote?
40-minute presentation.
What can you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation?
Comedy.
Nope.
Baking.
Nope. Kindness. Kindness.
yeah.
40 minutes? Really?
40 minutes on kindness.
Guys,
Ugh.
just think about.
Ugh. What's worth spending more on to get the best? Hookers.
Hookers.
Yeah,
Wrote
of course.
hookers.
Yeah.
Actually wrote food. So what is Scott? You've just assessed
right
it.
here. Hold on. I'll put it on there, and you can read it.
Finest.
You are going to. I think I nailed it.
After
here.
you're going to run Scott's answers through the old through the old computer.
System. All right, and here we go.
Yes, a kind traveling criminal and naps a lot and loves watching TV.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the assessment.
Also,
Grand Theft Auto.
also chronic masturbator.
Yacht traveling, travel blogger, loves TV.
I haven't seen you at the
naps.
meetings, but all right.
That's true.
We have a meeting in 30 minutes, just so you know.
All right, let's get to some of your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com.
Let's see. Hey, guys, podcast listener here from Effingham. They keep that in Illinois, right? Effingham, Illinois?
Correct.
Yeah. Catching up with the show, interested in Riz's opinion on mountain biking, because you had talked to you did once and you didn't really
I went to
care
Castlewood
for.
once. I fell.
I didn't go. I fell.
I fell and almost went down to cliffside.
And I think he's right. And it's funny, none of us thought of this. Maybe you were just doing too advanced of a trail.
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't have the proper tires either.
Yeah, he says he's 19. He's been mountain biking since he was 13. So if you want to give it another shot, go with someone who lets you set your own pace.
Yeah, and
Which
listen,
I think
who
is a
I
good
was
idea.
with, a dear friend, and there was no malice there. Like, let's watch Riz get, messed up. And partially my fault. Probably mostly my fault.
Yeah, because you were hammered at the time, right?
Well, it was, these guys are riding the trails with giant knobby tires, and I got, hybrid, road, somewhat off-road tires. What?
Giant knobby tires just sounds filthy.
And sexy at the same time. Yes, I should have done things differently that day, but I'm down for doing it again. I like riding the bike. I do. I'm a fan. Next.
You were talking about flying the other day, and we were talking about different experiences that we had when flying. This is Phil. He's putting in his 2 cents, just flew to Tulsa for work, and just as they were about to land.
No, for pleasure.
Right. Oh, hey. I spent a weekend there one
Who does
night.
that?
Hey. Just as we were about ready to land, they were about 100 feet off the ground, and they started going up again. Didn't know what was going on.
So an aborted landing.
I mean, at 100 feet, that's ridiculous. The co-pilot comes on and says, quote, since we know you guys like flying so much, we thought we'd keep it going for a little longer.
Wow.
So they're like freaking out what's going on. And the captain came on and said there was another plane that hadn't cleared the runway yet. And then everything was fine. They circled for about 10 minutes and then landed. But
that's crazy.
Quite a unique way of saying that.
Another plane hadn't cleared the runway. Wow.
It could have been bad.
And an aborted landing. Yeah, when we flew to New Jersey last week, they weren't letting planes in Newark, so we had to circle. We had to circle the airport for about an hour, and then finally wind up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, because we ran out of gas. Next.
Let's see. Monday's podcast, Sexy Time Fun Facts. Wanted to input my worst date ever. Went on a date with this guy, classic date. I invited him randomly to a movie. Not planned. He was running a few minutes late, so I bought his ticket. No big deal. I invited him. So then I casually asked him via text, hey, do you want anything to snack on? This was his reply. He replied, quote, yes, I'll have a cherry Coke icy with a cherry on the bottom, then Coke in the middle, and then cherry on the top. Oh, and some buttered popcorn.
Stop. These are adults?
Yes. He is 32 years old.
There ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah, but on a
enjoying an
first,
icy.
this is a first date.
First date, it's weird, but in general,
First date. Hey, order me with cherry Coke icy.
Yeah.
With a very specific way of doing
cherry Coke than cherry.
Out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, and some butter popcorn."
What are you, a teenager? This is a teenager order.
First of all, you don't order an icy like that via text. You get your own when you arrive, and the dude's 32 years old. So when he finally arrives, he gets to our seats and literally eats the entire thing of popcorn before the movie even starts. Drinks the entire slushie and even slurped it all into the very last drop.
Oh, even made the slurping sounds at the end?
And he was doing a thing, the shaking it, where there's the last couple of, mounds of it down there. where
We
you
call
shake
that
it
a
around
gavone.
Yeah. You do that at home or in your car.
Or in an established relationship.
Yes.
And guess what happens after the popcorn's done? Buttery hands on her thigh.
Wow.
Didn't even wipe him on his shirt first. She assumed he would just wipe
So
him
obviously
on
things went well. They're together still?
Yes. They're engaged now, which is great. No, he has messaged her and she is not replying.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good
That's wise.
idea.
Yeah. Looking for somebody a bit more classier.
Mm-hmm.
What a hooge. What a hoosier.
Ridiculous.
I wonder how well they knew each other before the actual date. Because she didn't say how they met or how
Again,
long
nothing
ago.
wrong with the icy, but as a first date, hey, order this for me. Because I'm not there in time.
Right.
After you paid for my ticket. And butter popcorn. So ticket, icy, popcorn, that'll run you $400.
Yeah. And no sharing of the popcorn. None of that.
Didn't even share.
No, jerk.
Yeah, rule of thumb is what would James Bond do on a first date? Because he always does really impressive things, and ladies like it. So eat like he does.
Yeah. You ever seen James Bond eat? I don't think so.
No,
Does
but,
he eat?
No, but he always just looks classy, whatever he's drinking. He, gets
He
something-
certainly doesn't defecate, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's,
I don't even think he has an anus. I'll be honest with you.
What?
I'll be honest with you. Not sure. Prove me wrong. Next.
You know, they never have said anything one way or the other.
Oh, there he is. So James Bond is eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
Secret
does eat.
Oh, but he takes it
anus
back out.
man.
But anything on the anus?
Yeah, secret anus man.
Secret anus man.
Next.
This is one of those GoFundMe. You know how we get a lot of times, hey, can you help me promote this? Help me promote that.
Sure. What charity is this for?
Yeah, this is for the charity of a guy named Kyle and his girl wanting to move out of the parents' house and get their own place. The guy's name is Kyle, and he says, hello, I would love it if you took a moment to check out my GoFundMe campaign. And when you click on it, it's him and his girl saying, we would like to move out, and we can't afford it.
So
Sorry.
I'm gonna pay for you to move out of your parents' house? Mm-hmm. You have a job? 'Cause they usually you go to a place and you perform a service.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you a stipend, hourly sometimes. Sometimes you have a contract. Sometimes you have a yearly salary. And they pay you. You put that in your bank. You don't spend it all. You save some. Listen, I know you have to. You spend on food and.
So at the very beginning, you said you go
necessities.
somewhere and you do stuff, and then they give
Right,
you the
you go
money.
perform a service, and somebody gives you money for it, and then you have a bank account, and you put it in the bank, and you don't spend it all, and then you have enough money eventually where you get to do things like move out of your parents' house.
Oh,
and you do it on your own.
It sounds like you're talking about saving.
Huh?
Is that what they call it now?
Oh, interesting. Jeff, did you find it also interesting the people that he sent that to? Like, it didn't just send it just to us.
Right.
It's like a list of people he sent it to.
No, that I didn't look at, but I could tell it wasn't just us. Because
It's
normally,
weird.
if it's
Here, let
just
me
us,
pull
they
this up.
mention, "Hey, Riz show" or Riz.
Like, look at this
It's
up.
just,
Like,
hello.
Yeah. I wonder if is this spam?
Could be.
isn't that weird?
Is
like
it a
that.
spam message?
It's like random. It's like random.
Is this somebody from St. Louis or is it just a
Oh,
spam message?
It's.
I don't know.
I don't know because it says. I don't know. Let me look. Let me search the email address.
Well, anyway, it's pretty weird to ask us to donate to your GoFundMe account to move out of your parents' house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing says we're young and poor.
So, work. and save up money. And
would it be really weird if you didn't work? You would be poor too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why we come here every day, because we get paid to do stuff.
It is real.
It's
Smart
real,
work in
huh?
that.
Yep.
Man.
It is real.
Are they from St. Louis?
Here's what you should do is you should just not post this and just save money. Yes. Oh, yeah. This is real.
This is the digital equivalent of being on the corner with a can and a couple coins in there going, shake the can, shake the can.
Is it a romantic couple that's living with one of their parents?
I don't know.
Or is it
That's
a brother
a
and
nice
sister?
looking woman, by
What?
the way.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I mean, yeah.
That's very odd. Very odd GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Good luck, guys. I mean,
I guess.
Reach for the stars.
This guy was listening to the show on Friday, and we were talking about Michael Jackson and still being praised for all of his music, even though he's apparently not a great person, right?
Yes.
One person came to mind when thinking of the harmful things they did, quote, behind the scenes, and that was Heath Ledger.
He did?
He won Best Supporting Actor for his role as Joker in The Dark Knight. In the process, creating the role, he went down a rabbit hole of drugs and depression that eventually killed him. Did he not have a problem with drugs before that role?
I don't know, but you can't compare Michael Jackson to Heath Ledger.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what angle.
How do you compare? What?
Do you think in today's society he would still be in the running for an Oscar, even though he did those horrible things to himself in order to bring out his best performance?
It's different. It's different because he did horrible things to himself.
Quite possibly molested kids.
Yeah, I get what they're trying to say. This is a stretch. This is a very far reach. What they're trying to say is, people said, "Oh, Heath Ledger, it's a shame that he died, and he got wrapped up in all these drugs, but we're still going to celebrate him as an actor." Yes, I understand that. Two totally different things, though. This is a man who molested children, or
Well,
allegedly molested children.
Knowing a musician is on drugs, I mean, are they not going to win a Grammy?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a stretch.
Because he was also, how old was he when he died? Because I know he's living with one of the Olsen twins.
Heath Ledger was 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were way above 20 at that point.
Next.
Listening to the podcast, Patrico, that's how you say it?
That's it, yeah.
Brought up Triple Frontier, Charlie Hunnam and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
He says, this is Paul. He says, maybe I missed something, but my question to Patrico is, what did you get out of it? Girlfriend and he watched it and thought it was horrendous. Just curious to hear your point of view. Like, why did you enjoy it so much? Because he did not.
It was just like a cool, action
packed.
I mean, it wasn't action packed at all. I mean, it's the story of some former soldiers who come back to the States. They don't really know what to do. There's one guy that's still kind of caught up in the mission. And here, I'll read you the plot of it.
What's it called?
Triple Frontier.
Triple Frontier. I'm telling you, I'm finishing watching this. This documentary called The Inventor, Out for Blood in Silicon Valley. It's on HBO. Excellent.
Okay, so it says here, Triple Frontier, 2019 American action thriller, follows a group of former special ops soldiers who reunite to plan a heist job of a South American crime lord.
Sounds good to me.
And I thought it was great. I mean, I think they probably went into it thinking that it was going to be shoot 'em up, wild, crazy bombs, explosion.
Maybe, yeah.
And it's not. It's a little more drama.
Listen, I'll give it a shot. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Todd Glass will be here. Yeah, man. And we will get to the Craigslist Freak of the Week. It is 7:55. On this Thursday, another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
I'm a maniac and stupid, fat, and ugly.
And coming at you.
Your point, traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Point forecast today, showers early, cloudy this afternoon. High's going to be just under 70. Tonight, rain and then cloudy and showers overnight, around the mid-50s for the low. Right now, it is 61 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Going out to Travers Autoplex today to pick up my car that was getting a little bit of work done on it. And I'm that guy that's going to hang out for a little bit. And I'm going to walk around on the lot because, first of all, I love looking at cars and trucks and stuff like that. The people at Travers are so amazing. It's at 44, exit 261 right there in Eureka where I live. It's pretty convenient for me, but also convenient at traversautoplex.com. You can see everything that they have. And I mean, if you don't know what you want yet, you got about over 1,000 pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, all in stock. You don't know what flavor you want yet. They got all the makes, all the models, all the price ranges. And speaking of the price ranges, over 100 cars under $10,000. They have lots of cars under $10,000. Let's just put it that way. And money, if that's a problem, if credit is a problem, bad credit, no credit, even repos and disabilities, and yes, bankruptcies, they can take care of your past credit issues for you. That's one of the amazing, amazing things. Why would you buy new if you can buy new? Why would you buy new when you can buy used and save thousands? Pre-owned vehicles, low miles, factory warranties waiting for you. And again, if you're just looking to get rid of your car, they buy cars for cash. But start at their website, traversautoplex.com.
All right, let me tell you about my dentist. It's Dr. Foley at Foley Dental Group in Maryville, Illinois. Not like going to a dentist's office. Saying a dentist's office when it comes to Foley it's wrong. It's more like a dental spa. There's Netflix at every chair, massage chairs, aromatherapy, even the music they play throughout the office. It's stuff you like, not that cheesy Muzak stuff. Hell, even fresh baked cookies when you leave. That's Foley Dental Group in Maryville, Illinois. She uses the latest and greatest in technology, whether it be the 3D x-rays, whether it be the HD intraoral cameras, or the state-of-the-art sterilization center, or even the fact that she went out and bought the machine that makes crowns in a day. So when you leave, you'll not be leaving with a temporary. You get crowns in a day at Foley. Hell, I live in Wildwood. Maryville is, 40 minutes away? Well worth the drive. FoleyDentalGroup.com. That's FoleyDentalGroup.com.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to the Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Riz.
All right, welcome back to phone number 314-6-WALKER, 314-692-5537. Cameras in chat room, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. If you got the cameras on, you notice we have a guest in here. Mr. Todd Glass is here. There he is. There he is. Another round of applause. Who is at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. Got a show tonight at 8 o'clock, couple shows.
2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
That's
Boom. Right. If you want to know if I'm funny, go watch my Netflix special called Act Happy. Boom.
We know you're funny.
That was, not you guys. I'm in the listening audience.
I've known you were funny since seeing you on Last Comic Standing back.
Wow.
How long ago was that?
That was a long time ago. That was probably 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah, you know you've made it as a comic when my wife knows who you are.
Wow, I like it. Where's your wife? She should be in here this morning.
I said,
honey, get down here.
I'll mention we'll have a comic coming on, and she'll go, let's go.
What's your wife's name?
Amelia.
Hi, Amelia. Have fun in Israel.
She's not allowed to.
She's not allowed to listen?
No. I'd rather.
You make her,
I'd rather her not.
You know, I had it with my sister-in-law with my podcast. She would go, don't talk about that. Tyler listens. That's my nephew.
Yeah.
I'm like, Maro, I can't not talk about things. Don't you listen. Let Tyler listen.
She's probably listening, but I like it. I like to have in my head that she's not. So this way I'm just I'm untethered to anything. I can just let it go. Without thinking there's going to be any repercussions.
Take the governor off.
The governor's off.
You got to get going.
I know. You get worried. And, you know, with me, it's never anything vicious or mean. I love my mom. I love my mom. But I don't want to answer. So, like, she has friends now that listened to the show. She met, so they're like a younger couple, and she befriended them. And now they tell her things. And I'm like, don't tell her things.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, why'd you bring that up? I don't want to hear that.
Well, that's not true. Or that was a long time ago.
My father never did that. What? Yeah, because listen, it's 4 guys here in the studio, talking about their lives.
Yeah,
that's what we do. I don't need to be thinking about somebody, a family member being offended.
Yeah. She goes, can I give you some suggestions?
Nope.
I'm like, well, hopefully not. If that wouldn't, I'm not hoping for them. I got to be honest. I go, I hope my sister-in-law calls me today. But I am at Helium. I'll get the business out of the way. It is, if you've never seen, I mean this, like, it's a great comedy club. Like, people that have been to comedy clubs, they just think, oh, that's what a comedy club is. They don't think, oh, no, that's what the comedy club where you've gone to is, or that's where in the other city you lived in. They just really know how to do it. The clubs have soul, and they're great, and they're just a great. They look good. They're aesthetically nice.
Yeah.
It's
good
really
food there too. Good
yeah,
food,
they have good. Most comedy clubs are sitting there slopping nachos out into a.
No, it's a good spread there.
I was at a club that had. I know this is not what I'm here to talk about, but now I am. I was at a club about 2 years ago, and they served the food. Now, to me, even if you're not into aesthetics at all, in a showroom in an orange basket, orange basket with a white piece of paper. Not that you can't do metal baskets with a cool piece of. You can can. I know dishes and all that stuff. It's a lot to wash. So you try to figure out creative ways, but try to find out creative ways to serve food where it still looks appealing. But I'm thinking, if you don't think an orange basket is the ugliest way you can serve food, then you seriously, with no disrespect, if you don't think if you heard I was making fun of your club, because you know there's a club that does that,
yeah,
and then they hear something and they're like, where do you are they really gonna go, do you really think that's the ugliest way to serve food? I go, show me an uglier way. Seriously, show me if you go, well,
you know what, I'm glad you brought that up, because now in the food scene, there's a thing now where people are serving fancy dishes on very creative plates. I saw a picture, and maybe you want to look this up and put this on the screen. Okay. Somebody serving a very fancy dish at a very fancy restaurant on a giant mousetrap.
Well, I don't get that. Now that's just weird because you don't want to think of is it a cheese dish?
I don't know what it is. I'm eating off something that could have possibly. I know it didn't, but like. A mouse died in this.
Well, I'm sure they don't use real mouse traps.
No, but I'm just saying that. Why should I think of a mouse dying or a rodent or something infesting something and think about food?
Yeah, you know what else I heard they're doing at that restaurant? They bring a wheelbarrow over a French fries and they use a poop scoop to put it onto your plate.
Look up on the screen there. Bring that up. It's like serving dishes out of like toilet bowls and look at that. Is that a dog bowl?
That is gross.
Oh, that's the mousetrap.
Yeah. See, you weren't making it up.
No.
I thought this guy's making that. No, I'm kidding.
I never lied.
I never. So Helium. It's just aesthetically a beautiful club. You go out, it's nice, and you know it's funny with food because a lot of times you're in town. I want to go to places like close to the hotel. That's all. If it's a good place, and they go, how far is it? You know, because is it walking distance? Because a lot of times the hotel tell you it's walking distance. I go, how do you get there? They go, you go up 3 blocks. Now to me, right there already you lost me. Unless 3 blocks, boom, it's right there. But then they go, you make a right, and then you'll go down 2. Once you see 5th Street, you make a left, and it's about a block. Now I said walking. Walking means there it is right there. But you'll go to, like, it happens a lot in Philadelphia. I'm sure it happens here too. Where like there's a cheesesteak place and they're like, no, you can't go to that place.
To this place.
You go to Schlimpty Schlickers. They're right up the street. I'm already not going. You get on the highway for about. I go highway. They go literally. You're on there for literally 2 minutes. You get off. You get on a Lazy Susan. You spin around. You go up an interstate. You get off. There's a bus. There's a jitney. You get on a Greyhound. I'm not going. I'm not going. You're only going to be here. You got to do these things. They always try to get you to do things you don't really want to do. Like, well, you're in St. Louis for 4 days. You're not going to go to the. I'm not going to do anything. They go, you could sit home and do nothing. I go, but it's more fun when you're on the road.
Well, I hope you bought your rollerblades because.
Why do people rollerblade here? Oh.
You want to go to the best pizza place? I hope you bought your rollerblades.
It's far away.
It's 10 minutes rollerblading.
I like when people argue over pizza too. Like, not that you can't have your favorite pizza. That's got to be very clear when you make fun of things. Otherwise, people are driving in their cars, and if you side with one person, then the other person glares at the other person. See, he's agreeing with me. I'm not talking that you can't have a favorite type of pizza. I have a favorite type of pizza. You know, if I have a magic wand, but if I'm in Chicago but people go, oh, Chicago pizza sucks. New York pizza's a bad. They sit and argue. You can both have a different favorite slice, okay, you morons?
You know there's St. Louis pizza, right?
What is that? What would that be? Is it thinner or thicker?
It's a thin crust with a special kind of cheese on it.
Super thin Provel cheese.
Is it good?
It's fantastic.
We love it.
We were born and raised here.
He doesn't
not
like
from
it.
here. We are.
I'll try it. I'll try. But my point is, if you go to the best place that they have this, you know, what's it called?
What?
St. Louis pizza.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's places.
Pizza.
Now, just because you like St. Louis pizza, I would imagine you're not saying every place that makes it is great. But so I'm saying if you're here and you go to the best place that makes it, oh, come on. It doesn't have to be your favorite, but you don't have to act like it's not like you're like, oh, I can't even get it down.
Right.
Oh, it's so hard.
Stop being so dramatic. That's St. Louis style pizza. It's cut in squares.
It looks good. You know what I crave sometimes? And I'm not saying this is. I'm just saying, like, I crave, like, good old-fashioned high school pizza. Like, just bland.
The rectangles?
Yeah, we had rectangles, right.
Yeah.
And it was sort of good. Elio's shut
pizza.
that. Do they exist still?
I don't know.
Elio's?
Oh, that is so funny to even hear that name. Yeah, but in high school, it was like, it looked like they took a white piece of bread almost, it was a little longer, and put sauce and cheese on it, and that was it. There's something about the blandness. Like, same thing with spaghetti. I remember when I was...
There it is, Elio's Pizza. That's it.
Wow, that's it. Shut up.
That's the jam.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It brings back memories.
It would come in like a sheet. And you have to break
Right,
them
you'd
off.
break them off. And I'd always break, I'd get one slice, but then part of the next slice would come over with it. And I'd eat it because it was like, oh, it was an accident.
Your
I get
pizza
it.
was perforated.
Yeah, exactly. You know it's appetizing when it's dotted lines on it.
Yeah, they're still going strong.
Oh, Ilios?
Yeah.
You know, we
Steakums? Do you remember
Steakums is the jam. I still love Steakums.
They still have Steakums?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what I would do? I would put them in a crock pot for like 5 of them, and then I'd add a jar of brown gravy because you live at home with your parents. They have everything.
Right.
And then I go a hot roast beef sandwich. I would like it.
That's awesome.
My brother goes, "It's not roast beef." I go, "It's good enough."
I remember the first time as an adult when I bought Steakums, I opened up the package and I was like, I cannot wait for this. And I was like, I got to make this whole pack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, now it's, as a kid, your mom would throw 2 things of Steakums on there and you'd eat them and you'd be. Now, as an adult, you got to cook the whole pack.
I know. I agree. 2.
Yeah.
On the commercial, they used to have 1, and me and my brother would make fun of it. We're like, 1. Yeah, go right.
When
1.
the Steakums Twitter account started following us, it was like I won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I was so
Are you
excited.
serious?
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm that way with Rita's Water Ice. It's a place in Philadelphia, and I'm still trying to get them to follow me. I got Wawa to follow me.
Whoa.
But the Rita's, I think it's sometimes they feel like they're endorsing the content of your material. And I'm not mean-spirited. I'm not, but it curse. I say things. But anyway, good old Steakums.
I was so, remember, I was like, Steakums following us on Twitter.
Woohoo! That's the same. Remember that one time White Castle replied to one of my tweets? I almost passed out.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you're here, especially today, because yesterday we were bringing up, I don't know how it came up, people dying on stage, musicians dying on stage. I think it was somebody was electrocuted on stage.
Correct.
Wow.
And with you being here today, you almost died on stage.
I had a little bout. Yes, about a few years back, 5 years back, I had a heart attack on stage.
On stage, the man had a heart
Yeah,
attack.
well, I got off stage. What happened was, it's in my family. My dad had open heart surgery at 30, so it's very, very young. And then, so I was supposed to be on Lipitor. Long story short, I knew I should have been on it, and I wasn't on it. I got on it, then I got off of it.
And
Long
are you a
story.
smoker?
Back then I smoked around a pack a week. So not a horrendous smoker, but I smoked. I smoke pot still, but I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. And I just, it caught up with me. So I just wasn't feeling well. During the show, I'd run around the audience doing something. I thought I was just winded. Got back up on stage. My brother always teases me. He goes, "Look at you have a heart attack. You still do 45 minutes." and I only had to do like 20. It was like, and it was Sarah Silverman and friends, and there were all these comedians there. And then Jeff Ross, after the show, he's like, "Todd, I think I should call an ambulance." And everyone's like, no. Because sometimes when I smoke pot, I get the same symptoms. I get a panic attack or whatever, I didn't even know it was a panic attack till 2 years ago. He would describe what was happening to me, and people go, "That's a panic attack." And I go, No, I don't panic attack. They go, "Todd, it's that." I go, "Oh, is that a panic attack?" So anyway, everyone's like, "No, he's fine." Everyone's like telling him, finally, he goes, "No, I'm calling an ambulance." And I just got off stage. I didn't feel well, and I went backstage, and boom, I just went down.
Oh, you collapsed, huh?
I awarely collapsed. I was like, got down quick. And then, you know what I mean? Like awarely, like I knew I had to go down or I was going to go down.
Yeah.
And then, finally the ambulance got there pretty quick. But it was, no one knew I was having a heart attack. So they're all making jokes. Like they're like, Sarah goes, Jeff Ross goes, "Todd, if you pay, are you afraid to get an ambulance because of the money?" And he goes, I go, "Shut up."
He's so poor I can't even afford an ambulance.
Yeah, he goes, "I'll pay for it." He goes, "But it will be your birthday and Christmas present." And I couldn't laugh at anything, but I heard everything, and I knew it was funny. And and they came and they put me. I didn't even want to get in the ambulance really. And the guy goes, the paramedic goes, "Why don't we just put you in the ambulance? We'll check your vitals and we could save you a trip to the emergency ward." So I'm like, okay. And then they got in the ambulance. About a minute later, the guy goes, "Sir, I don't want to. Something like I don't want to be alarmed. You're in good hands, but right now you're having a heart attack."
Oh my God!
So
it's while you were on stage.
Well, I was on stage, and then I got. Luckily, it was the shortest ambulance. I wanted the ambulance ride, even though I'm having a heart attack. Yeah. I know we pulled out of the thing, and we hear boop, 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 boop. And then they pull in. I hear the guy go, "Blue Prius, move to your right.
And you go, this is for me.
Blue Prius, blue Prius, move to your right. And then we went whoop, 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 all the way to the hospital, about 60 seconds.
As he's yelling at the blue Prius, you're getting probably more angsty. You're like, hey, you got to move out of the way. Move out of the way.
Open the window.
Sir, you got to calm down. I'm having a heart attack. You got to calm down, sir. Move out of the way. You're stressing me out. I'm having a heart attack in here.
It sucks that you're in the back of an ambulance that's got the lights going and everything, but it is empowering, is it not?
I've done police.
Like, like you say, this is
it's
all
fun.
for me.
I've done police ride-alongs. I haven't done any in a while. And when you get a code 3 lights and siren, there's something like I won't jump off a mountain. I won't bungee cord. I don't want to do anything that might risk my life. I'm just scared of everything. But my friend's like, then why do you do police ride-alongs? I go, I know, you're right. But the adrenaline rush is so much fun. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm good now. Oh, I'm great. I quit smoking, and that morning when I had my heart attack at night, I ran for an hour and a half. In the day. My main artery was 95% clogged.
Wow.
Jeez. But I ran that morning. I worked out every day, even back then. I work out 7 days a week. I go to the gym every single day. And I went that morning. But, so now I start sweating thinking about it.
Listen, if it's a hereditary thing, it's a hereditary thing.
Yeah.
No signs or anything? No signs of it
not really fatigue, but I was snoring, and I knew I had to drop it. But when I snore, I could drop literally 20 pounds, and the snoring goes away. That's my, the reason I snore. Weight. Some people, their weight has nothing to do with it. A lot of people, weight has a lot to do with it. But 20 pounds. When I go below, the snoring goes. So I knew that I was fatigued, but it's because I'm not sleeping. So that's the only one I had,
You're saying, people just dropping dead on stage. Well, I mean, in one case it was, somebody being electrocuted when they touch a microphone, or there's a famous video of, I think it was a comedian out in England. They thought it was part of the show.
There's actually
you're talking about, I forget his name, but yeah, you're right. He died on stage.
I think it was
Is
on
this the guy that sat down?
Yeah, it was on live TV.
Fell backwards. And
that's it.
Curtain was right there. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, everybody kind of stopped, and they were like, well, this guy's funny. Oh, he's dead.
Tommy Cooper.
Right. But by the way, God,
there he is.
Tommy Cooper.
You had the video on.
Yep, and there he is. And people are dying laughing. There's laughing going on. People are having a good time, and he's legit dying. I mean, you're watching the man die.
Wow. You know what's funny? I heard about this. When you find videos like old,
dead,
and he died there,
right there. He's dead. I mean, that's literally him dead.
And he was so. I just learned about him about a year ago. Somebody that I know, they're a stand-up, but they're much younger. He goes, I found this video. Either this guy's brilliant or horrible. And I knew what he means. Is it ironic? Is it not ironic? I watch it. I go, I'm pretty sure he's brilliant. I'm pretty sure he's brilliant. It was so crazy. And so you could imagine him doing something like this.
Right. Yeah.
Where,
he's just that's our Tommy. He's a
Hey, by the way,
jokester.
I'm going to see Ripe tonight with Andy Frasco, and I wanted to give Ripe a plug. They're a newer band. Go find out about them.
Ripe?
Ripe, yeah. And my friend Andy Frasco in the UN. Give them a shout out. And then I'm going to see Ripe. Where are they playing tonight? I want to give them a little love.
Justin Timberlake's in town tonight. You got to compete with him.
Yeah, I think they have different audiences.
What a great name, Ripe.
I know. They're awesome. I'm learning about
House.
Oh, the old Rock House.
That's a nice
right.
place,
That's a
dude.
great place.
Is it really cool? Is it far from Helium?
Not really. 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, good. I'm going to do my show there. Boom. Then we head right over to see him.
So Todd Glass is here, and while you're here, and it's Thursday, we do this segment every Thursday. It's called the Craigslist Freak of the Week. Now, I would think you could enjoy this.
Do I need my headsets?
You need your headphones for this.
Okay, cool.
So every week we scour. Now, if you remember, the U.S. version of Craigslist got rid of the personal section.
Oh, you used to be able to
We used to be able to go to the U.S. section, actually locally get freaks. Now we have, we've kind of spread out. Now we have to go worldwide for these freaks. So we look in the personal section, misconnections, rants and raves. We find our favorite 3 ads, and we have Tony's dad read the ads. And you guys out there listening get to vote for your favorite ad. And we have a tournament. There is a freak of the year we have.
And what do they get? Do you call them?
Tell them what they get.
We actually have a plaque.
I like the background music.
We actually have a plaque, and we come up with names for these freaks. And the plaque is the Jerry Sandusky Memorial Plaque. And we've been doing this since 2010.
Yeah.
This is the type of music I want to brush my teeth to in the morning.
Well,
or make breakfast, have a cup of coffee.
After these ads, you're probably going to want to brush your teeth.
Oh,
anyway.
okay. And my
shower your brain.
Yeah.
So today we take a trip to France, we take a trip to Sweden, and we go to Wales.
Oh, the homeland.
Wow.
So all the freaks from around the world, and Tony's dad's going to read these. And
Where's Tony's dad? He's not.
He
Obviously.
just had hip surgery.
Oh, cool.
He had hip surgery on Tuesday.
Watch your mouth.
So you guys in the chat room, if you guys would, please throw out your name suggestions. 1057thepoint.com/Riz. After Tony's dad is done reading the third and final ad, the voting will officially open on our Twitter page at RIZZ Show. So Todd, if you would, just pay attention, listen.
I'm here.
Soak it in. We'll comment after each ad. We got 3 of them.
Here we go.
And here we go. It's the Craigslist Freak of the Week with Todd Glass. Here is ad number 1.
Help me make your wine. Men wanted. 50-year-old Paris, France. Hello, all.
Hey.
I am a lover of fine wine. I enjoy everything about it. The creation, the aging process, the type of grapes used. Sparkling or not, I love it all. Instead of making my own wine, now I want to do things differently. I'm going to stand out against the rest, looking to infuse each bottle of wine with a little bit of you. I will supply the sample cup, or you could drop it off at my office or home, and then I would create your wine. Now don't get it confused. This is not your bottle of wine. You won't own it, but it will include your first name and initial printed on the label. Do you prefer white or red? If you drop off to my home, I would put your sample in a brown bag or at least something that isn't see-through. Direct sun will kill the semen.
What?
No urine or other bathroom fluids. This wine is to celebrate life. Each bottle will be alive and have a part of you living in it forever. If interested, I can provide more details. Sure. Email me with questions. Healthy men only. No drug use within 30 days. Must be disease-free and not a homosexual. There will be no pay. Thank you.
All right, there is freak number 1.
Oh, my God.
Judgment. I love that the guy's judgmental.
He's got
all these rules, but yet he's going to make wine
out of your
with that.
Yeah. And then make sure, because he doesn't want homosexuals. He does. He's because he. Yeah.
But at the same time, you could do an anonymous home drop off.
Right.
So he's gonna be like, drop it off at my house. I'm never gonna see who you are. I'll never know who you are. But no homosexuals.
I'll trust you.
And healthy men are preferred.
Right. Wow.
Is he going to look at the sample and go, nope, this is clearly gay?
Yeah. I mean,
a hateful weirdo.
In France, too. I thought they were very progressive out there.
Yeah.
Huh. Very discerning about their wine, too.
So this guy wants to put a little you in his wine.
A
little bit of you in his wine.
This is not for you. It's for me, he says.
All right, names for this freak?
I mean, we've got 2 that I want you to discuss because I think both of them are great.
Go in the chat room and throw out names because I need identifiers. So let's figure out the best one.
2 names that are great. Harvey Weinstein.
Ooh, not bad.
And we also have Leonard Vineyard.
Oh, now I got it.
I don't know. What do you think? You like Harvey Weinstein or?
I think especially because this guy's creepy. I think we should go Harvey Weinstein.
Okay. Harvey.
Harvey
Wine.
Hope your hip feels better.
Scott, are you setting up the voting or you need me to do it?
Yeah, I'm setting it up.
All right. So Harvey Weinstein is freak number 1. And on to freak number 2. You guys ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Craig's Freak of the Week.
I found some toys, man for anyone, 34-year-old, Stockholm, Sweden. I rehab homes, and during my last job, I found a bunch of homemade sex toys. Male toys, female toys, even some zoo toys. There is some pretty crazy stuff in this crate. Curiosity has gotten the best of me. Want to have some fun with me? Men and women are encouraged. The most interesting thing inside the crate is a full-crated, fully functional teddy bear with both male and female parts. Look at it a little closer. It doesn't look too used. and it looks as if both a man and woman can use it at the same time.
Oh, boy.
This is going to be fun.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah. I stare at it every day, wanting to try it. It will be much more fun with you. I am single, no drama in my life. Don't care if you are single or with someone. I just don't want to know about it. Not looking for a relationship, just looking for some fun. If this is something you would be into, please send me a picture and your availability. How does this weekend sound? Thanks so much.
He's rushing this a bit.
Yeah, he's all of a
How
sudden.
about this week?
All right, this is from Stockholm, Sweden. So this guy is a home rehabber. Found a box of homemade sex toys.
What is a zoo toy?
Thank you. I was thinking the same thing.
I
I'm
wrote
not
it
sure
down. I didn't want to forget to ask.
Well, I have no
first thing I thought was, I really did think, I know a toy for that they use on the, well, they take those animals out of nature, so maybe they have zoo toys. They can pleasure the zebra. I don't know.
Well, I know what they do is,
I don't really believe that.
sometimes when they inseminate horses, they have to get samples.
When I initially read it, I thought they were saying, like, it's basically an inflatable zoo animal.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Because remember, we had a sex toy review a while back that was a sheep that you could
be
that.
Yeah.
He seems to be very interested in this bear that has men and women parts to it.
At least he's open-minded. Just love is love.
All right, names
Where
for this
do you
freak.
get a teddy bear that has both things on there?
The same place you find zoo toys.
The internet.
All right, I guess so.
So
I've been looking.
Zoolander, no, zoo.
So there's a couple suggestions. F.A.O. Schwartz.
Okay.
They put J.O. Schwartz, which is kind of funny. Barry Manilow.
Ah.
Bad.
Also, Teddy Roosevelt.
Can I tell you, I'm always jealous of people that can think of good puns. I hate puns in a way. I thought I hated puns because I think of just bad puns. But when you're talking in the midst of something, you have a friend, they're driving down the street, you see something they can come up with. Like, how the hell did you just do
Our
that?
listeners, the Rich listeners are, there's nobody better.
What was the other one?
better.
Barry what?
Barry
Manilow.
No, but that's not the one they
No,
used.
we went with Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt.
All right, that's nominee number 2. And ready? Here we go. Craigslist Freak of the Week. Your third and final nominee. We're going to Wales.
I need a hard-working man. Man for man, 44-year-old, Newport, Wales. There are a few things better than the natural scent of a man after a hard day's work. The way his skin is a rough feel and glistens with sweat. The waves of stink that come from underarms as he lifts his shirt off. Just typing about it is making me hotter than the sun. I can't take it anymore. If you work in a hard labor job and come home covered in sweat and dirt daily, swing by my place first. I can pay. I'm wealthy. I don't even want to do anything sexually with you. I just want you to stand in my sitting room and strip to your tighties. You don't even have to show your hanger. Just look at your skin, smelling the hard day's work, staring into your eyes of a man who has earned his pounds is all I need. I will be joeing and will be doing it aggressively.
All right.
I have a very large member, 25 centimeters. Powerful. Stare at me. My wife works nights, so you have no worries about getting caught. Stop by, say hello, grab a bite, and then we'll get to it. Wear tight underwear and let me get a good glimpse. Hairier men get preferred treatment. Don't hesitate. I can host multiple men. Talk soon.
Wow.
All right, that is our...
That's a fun waiting room right there. Hey, why is that guy going ahead of me? He's
So what does this guy want to do? He just wants to just smell you?
Smell you and then go to
town on himself.
Oh boy, I just did the conversion, guys. 25 centimeters
is what?
10 inches.
Wow.
Dang.
Hey, if you have I said he has money.
He is wealthy.
I mean, everybody would do most things, especially if it wasn't physical. You would do, if someone offered me the right amount of money, I would.
Somebody emailed us.
Because he's not talking about sex.
Yeah.
We had talked about
look
this.
at me.
We had talked about this earlier in the show. Somebody emailed us their GoFundMe page, and they're looking to get out of their parents' house.
Yeah.
And to donate to their GoFundMe page. This is perfect for somebody.
Right.
Oh, it's true. I didn't think of
And
that.
you can always tape a toupee to your chest, and that way he'll think you're hairy. I don't know. That's not the best joke.
Get a merkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have merkins.
That's crazy. That's for men and women?
The merkins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a toupee. Why is it? Because some people don't have enough down there?
I think it's mostly for Hollywood.
Well, no, back in the day when
when it was
in
supposed
style.
to be bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was in
okay.
style, you know?
Yeah, you do a period piece, you need a merkin.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. That sounds so funny to say, but it's true. We're doing. Picture a guy on the phone. We're doing a period piece. Do you have any merkins?
Names.
No, I need a blonde one.
We've got 3 really good names that we're going to have to decide on.
okay.
We've got Stank Williams Jr.
Okay, like that.
We've got Smell Gibson.
Like
And
that.
we also have Mr. Smelvedere.
I'm going to write down 1, 2, or 3. See if I pick what everybody picks.
Ooh.
So I'm not just trying to agree with everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna say Smell Gibson for me.
Okay.
Which number was that? That was
2.
2.
I would go Mr. Smelvedere.
I went number 2, Smell Gibson.
I have number 3.
Yeah, I did 3 as well.
Mr. Smelvedere
I like
it
what
is.
you guys are thinking.
All right, there are your 3 nominees. So we got nominee number 1.
Damn it.
What?
Another good one.
The wine guy.
Sam Smelliot. Oh, man.
It just came in.
I already wrote it down. It's
Yeah,
like
I
it's like a
Ah,
meter.
sorry, Sam Smelly. Just
It's
a
like a
little.
meter maid. Once you start the ticket, you can't.
Right. Oh, yeah. I love how they're still trying to pull that off.
Harvey Weinstein is nominee number 1.
That's a guy from France that wants to create some wine, and each bottle of wine will have a little bit of you, in the bottle.
Then you got Teddy Roosevelt.
That's the guy that found some toys, male toys, female toys, zoo toys. He's got a teddy bear that's got both male and female parts. He wants to use it with you.
And then you got Mr. Smelvedere, we just heard from. All right, voting officially open.
By the way, I just looked up where merkins originated from. And it was back in the old days when women had crabs, the doctors told them to shave it off. And so people didn't go, oh, she's got crabs, she shaved it off. They would get merkins.
So whoever they hooked up with didn't know because it wouldn't be their
Yes,
husband
yeah.
or wife.
So when they were single or whatever, if you were bare, people would think
You got
immediately
crabs.
they had a section.
Wow. Everything has a story.
Everybody.
Isn't that super neato? I want you to take that info and put it in your back pocket. Save that for.
Hey, you went to St. Louis and you did 3 days worth of shows. What'd you get out of it? Found out what merkins.
Find out what a merkin is.
Save that. Pull that out at a party. All right, voting officially open at RIZZ Show. All right, so it's 1, 2, or 3. Patrico, if you would, who are you endorsing this week?
My endorsement.
I'm gonna write mine down.
And this is tough because nothing like too far on one extreme. I would say Teddy Roosevelt is pretty crazy, but again, he's just looking for somebody to come in and experiment with toys with him. Man, I mean, the guy with the smells, that's weird too. But again, it's just somebody, come on over. There's nothing really sexual there. I got to go with Harvey Weinstein just because the guy wants to put this in wine. And what he's going to do with it, we don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Todd Glass, who are you endorsing?
Well, I just changed my mind.
Did he sway you?
That happens, doesn't it?
He swayed me.
So you're going Harvey Weinstein too?
Yes. I had this written down.
Oh, you had Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah, but he brought up saying he really sold it well.
King Scott.
Yeah, I'm going 1.
All right. King Scott. Jeff?
I was thinking 1 as well, but is 1 akin to just having unsafe sex? You know what I mean?
What do you mean? He's the wine guy.
Right. But what's going in the wine? And then I'm assuming he's consuming it, right?
I don't know.
We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
mean,
what we
why
don't
else
know.
would he want?
Unless he's going to sell it.
That's why I'm going number 1.
God damn it, I'll go on number 1 then. I was going to go number 3 because people have unsafe sex, and that's what I'm equating number 1
What are you doing
to.
with the wine, sir? All right, there you go. There are the nominees.
All right.
I want to bring this up, and just the perils of being I guess, online.
Can I do this music live for you? And if you're not happy with my job, okay, and I won't make. Okay, here we go. I mean, I was going to use it as you talked, and I was going to just do your.
So he's going to be your music man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it.
No, try. I won't make a joke about it.
So here's how nasty people are. A woman from France. I guess she learned the hard way not to include her. I can't do it.
I respect
Wait, the fuse was so short. It lasted way longer than I thought.
How long you go?
So here's how freaky people are, okay? And here's how nasty people are online. So a woman from France was trying to sell some of her old shoes on the internet. So she posted a picture of some of the shoes she was selling. Like, here's a picture of her shoes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a picture of her foot in the shoes she's selling. So, and she was like, I'm going to put my phone number on here. It's going to make it easier for whoever wants to buy the shoes. Instead, she was hit with a ton of text messages from dudes with foot fetishes. Either interested in getting more pictures with her feet and shoes, most of the middle-aged men with families and jobs who, quote, found it sexually arousing not only to look at women's feet, but also feel shame, humiliation, and guilt.
Welcome to my world. I just said that because it was funny.
I was
Thursday to me.
I was just going to say, I mean, and I know this is stupid to always say, well, in this day and age, what do you expect?
I don't know, she just wants to sell shoes.
Right, but if you are a female and you put your phone number out there with your shoes
foot.
in sexy
It's your
feet,
foot.
your
Who's interested
feet
in the
sexy
pumps?
shoes.
Whoa. How about those jeans? Is she selling those? That's all I get out of the whole thing.
She got sexy toes, though. So she took down the post, and she's going to go, and she's going to sell the shoes now in person, which is even better, huh?
Wow. Yeah. It's important to take care of your feet. Really I was eating breakfast the other day, a guy with a long toenail with a flip-flop. I'm like, sir, you're disgusting. A lot of guys do that. I don't see women do it, to be fair. I'm not saying they're perfect, but long toenail. And I have a theory, and I'm serious, like really serious. If you have a long, disgusting toenail, you have a dirty, can I say that word?
Yeah, behind.
Yeah, you have a dirty behind. And then people go, are you saying that comedically, or are you saying that for real? For real, and I'll tell you why. Use a little bit of just common sense. What are the odds what everybody sees you keep disgustingly filthy? But the part of your body no one ever might see, that you scrub. Dirty toenail, dirty butt.
Great point.
There you go.
Great point.
Yeah, you're disgusting. Butt, you're under your arms. You don't scrub your body.
That's
you let,
what we're seeing.
Yeah, you let water dribble on your body in the shower, but you're not scrubbing with soap.
It's like, what do we not know about you?
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing, guys. Stop it with your stupid cologne that you think you love so much. If you want to know if your cologne's good, ask someone. Go, look, I do not care. I have a bottle of cologne. It's not me. It's not inbred in me. Tell me if it's off-putting, if it's a little too much. That's how people tell you the truth. Otherwise, your cologne stinks. It gives me a migraine. No one's going to F your cologne. People slapping it on over. I'll smell so good.
I have a strong sense of smell. Like I have super smelling.
Yeah, we say it's his superhero.
It's
power.
my superpower. The power of smell. And if one of you guys wears cologne or something, it really. Sometimes.
I know. I have to ask. Sometimes I travel with. I don't always travel with them, but I'll use sometimes local musicians because I have a little band that plays with me. And I had to make a rule. No, I hope I say the word right. And it's very hard because you're insulting somebody. So I try to say it before I meet them. I go, this is a little weird, but I ask just because sometimes I put it on other band members. Sometimes other guys in the band or women in the band can get migraines. So we ask just really no cologne, no nothing, but patchouli oil.
Oh, the worst.
Jeff likes it.
Yeah,
Jeff's a patchouli guy.
To me, it smells like someone goes.
I've wanted to fire you before because
you're not going to believe how it's like if somebody said to me, you're not going to believe how I make my deodorant. And I go, how? They go, I take incense, I grind them up, and I smear them under my armpits. I go, I believe you. That's what it smells like. No, I totally believe
Take
it.
a stick and go like
Yeah, you
that.
take a little, what are they called? Incense, smear them up, and it's too pungent for me.
I should be making the own deodorant. That's something you buy that.
I remember clearly. My wife went to the store, came back, and bought some new kind of spray deodorant.
Yeah.
And I sprayed it on, and it was some Axe or something that had fragrance to it. And I sprayed it on just like I would normally. I came into work, and he said to me, he questioned it once. He was like, "Are you wearing cologne?" I was like, "I don't know. It's some new body spray underarm thing." 10 minutes later, he goes, "This is the last day you're wearing it."
Yeah, and it's because it can be a little much and you feel bad, but I say smell like just soap. Like to me, Ivory soap, Dove, something just with a clean, just smell like soap and water. It's not that there aren't any good fragrances, because I've smelled a fragrance or two. What about 5-10% of all fragrances? I can't say the word.
Yes.
Can have a nice smell, but overwhelmingly, no. Keep your don't. It's like the people that what it makes me think of. You pour on that cologne, like someone's going to become attracted to you. It's like I see these old guys in Florida laying out. No one's going to F your tan. No one's going to go, "Oh, look at that 90-year-old guy," but what a tan.
Spray. I had him because my panties kept melting off with the Axe body spray. I just can't control myself.
I can't work over here.
All right, Todd Glass is at
Helium Comedy Club. I'll be at Ripe tonight with Andy Frasco. So coming over and check out Ripe. I'm telling you, you're gonna if you like new music and you like to do new things. There you go. That's it. That's all I got.
If you like
so Todd Glass tonight, 8 o'clock, and then Friday and Saturday, 7:30 and 10 o'clock shows.
Damn, I forgot to ask for something.
Go ahead.
I wanted to get they have those mobile nurses. They come up, they give you a shot of vitamin B12 in your butt.
We got somebody for you.
Shut up. And they'll come to the hotel.
Probably, yeah.
Well, can't we give them a plug? Maybe they could help me out?
We'll talk about it off the air.
Oh.
We got you.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Wait, so we got some.
I'll shoot a text right now.
What do you need? We got whatever you need. Yeah. Todd Glass, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
All right, it's 8:44 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, nothing to report. All major roadways currently clear. Point forecast today. Showers early, then just cloudy this afternoon. High's going to be just under 70 tonight. Rain and then cloudy and showers overnight around the mid-50s for the low. Right now, it is 61 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast that being brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto. So buying tires, not fun. I mean, it's especially not fun when you need them yesterday. Extra not fun when you need tires immediately. So when you do have that unexpected expense, you want to try and save as much money as you can. And R&R Tire Express, they're there to help you out. They're in St. Louis, located at Page and 170, in Fairview Heights and in Alton. For as little as $20 down and $20 a week, you can put tires on your car. Tires the base for your vehicle. Listen, you got to take the kids to school. You got to get to work, different activities. You can't miss a day of work. R&R takes the stress and hassle of buying expensive new tires away. Again, not a fun purchase, but here's what else is great. Is R&R Tire Express has a great benefits package, free rotation, free flat repair. Also, they've got alignments, 12-month payment plan. Really, if you don't have good credit, you don't have credit, period, this is not the opportunity for you to go, well, that's my excuse. That's why I can't get tires. R&R Tire Express is going to take care of you. So, again, in St. Louis, located at Page and 170 in Fairview Heights and in Alton. They've been doing this for 15 years. For as little as $20 down and $20 a week, you can get tires. Go see them. It's R&R Tire Express.
So listen up if you're thinking about buying a house this spring or you're looking to refinance. Rates went down last week, and they're still down. So before they go back up, you got to call Kevin Putney. And who knows with the market the way it is. Could be tomorrow they go up. Could be next week. Could be 2 weeks. You want to take the chance? Call Kevin Putney now. 314-862-0123. Get yourself qualified and approved for your home loan. This way, you call the realtor, find your dream home, you are good to go. If there are other offers on the table, you're at the front of the line. You don't have to wait to be approved. Call Kevin now. 314-862-0123. He offers every type of loan out there. Underwrites all in-house, so it's going to be quick. Remember, a loan is like a fingerprint. There's one fingerprint specific to you. He's going to find that loan that fits your needs. Whether you got good credit or, not so good credit. He knows the tricks of the trade. Kevin Putney, you owe yourself that 123 Mortgage Team advantage. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, NMLS 260678, a division of AFN. NMLS 237341, 10-point drive. Suite 330, Brea, California, 92821. Contact today, 314-862-0123. All right, welcome back. Time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
It's brought to you by Amco Ranger, protecting people and property from pests since 1965. Jesse Smollett.
How's he doing?
He may have had those criminal charges related to that allegedly staged January 2019 hate crime dropped. Case is far from over. He could still face federal charges, civil lawsuits, all of that related to that, and he may file one himself. Yesterday, cops released the entire 61-page investigative report on the attack, and then an hour later, a court order reportedly barred them from sending out any more of the files.
Mm-hmm.
So, but most of it's on, if you want to check it out, it's online. So,
well, what they're saying is, being that he had quite possibly sent himself a threatening letter through the mail.
Yeah.
Remember there was a whole threatening letter, and that was part of the whole, hate crime thing. He used the federal mail to perpetrate a hoax, which is a federal crime.
Mm-hmm. The cops also got into his iCloud account, and they're also questioning those two brothers who claim that he hired them to stage the attack. FBI is considering filing charges of, as you said, mail fraud. Currently investigating whether or not he sent himself that mail, like you said. And the Chicago mayor, Rahm Emanuel, is not happy. He's reportedly considering a lawsuit as well to recoup the money that the city wasted on the investigation, and he wants answers.
You have the state's attorney's office saying he's not exonerated. He actually did commit this hoax. He's saying he's innocent, and his words are true. They better get their story straight, because this is actually making a fools of all of us. He abused the city of Chicago. He actually committed a crime here. He lied about something. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's find out what happened.
For as much as I want to see justice served, and if this guy lied and made up the whole thing, I'd like to see the guy pay the penalty, pay the price for it. But Chicago's got so many problems.
Yeah. That's what I've been
thinking.
thinking.
Murders and some areas are absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, he picked the right town to pull this off in.
And that's what most of social media has said. It's like, all right, okay, we get it. Now let's concentrate on what we need to concentrate on.
Right.
But, like you said, you really wish he had what was coming to him if indeed he did do that. So Natalie Portman not having a good time with her stalker. An armed intruder was arrested at her house. Cops received an emergency call Tuesday afternoon. LAPD found the man and arrested him. And this is the same guy that she has a permanent restraining order against. So he'd be in trouble for sure. Lori Loughlin, she's one of the big names, along with Felicity Huffman, that got caught in the college scandal where they're paying money to get their kid in the school. The kid may or may not be eligible to go to that school. Well, apparently Olivia Jade, Lori Loughlin's daughter, one of them who got into USC that way, apparently she needed the college education, because she tried to trademark the phrase Olivia Jade Beauty so that she could have beauty products.
Line, yes.
So you apply for that with the patent office. Patent office wrote back that she needs to redo her application, and here's the quote. Applicant must correct the punctuation in the identification to clarify the individual items, the list of goods. So proper punctuation is needed when you send in the application,
Right.
and hers sucked. So they literally sent back on do better and send it back in. They said commas, semicolons, and apostrophes are the only punctuation that should be
Please,
used.
not in crayon. And not on scented construction paper.
Right. Makes it stand out a bit, don't you think? We don't need the smile emojis, but thank you. Rob Lowe was the first at what in his career? Many, many years ago.
Oh, sex tape.
Yeah, first sex tape. And he said being first isn't always a good thing. If you remember, huge hit to his career back in '88 when his sex tape went public. And part of the reason for that is the girl in it was 16 years old. Why did he not get in trouble? Because disgustingly, when the tape was made in Atlanta, age of consent was 14. That's one of the reasons why he got off on the thing, and nothing really ever happened to him. He was 24 at the time he was on with Mark Maron, and he talked about how he did that way too soon, or it could have actually
Everything's going your way, and then like this videotape shows up, and there you are.
Listen, let me see if I can get this straight. I'm a 20-year-old.
I'm not judging you.
By the way, here's the real up was that I didn't wait 20 years later to do it, where it would have helped my career.
Yeah. You were ahead of the curve, man, on public controversy over a sex tape.
1 billion% ahead of the curve.
He's trying to make a Kim Kardashian kind of Paris Hilton joke.
Yeah. And did you notice I said he was 24 at the time and the girl was 14? Rob Lowe goes, I was 20. And then just kind of trailed off. Because if he was 20, he was only 6 years older.
Well, what's crazy is, he's making a joke about a sex tape he did with a 16-year-old.
Right. I'm sure Nicolas Cage's decisions to marry his new girlfriend or his girlfriend Erica was approached with the same careful consideration of his first 3 marriages. That's why this is so very strange to see this. I don't know if anybody else has seen this video yet. The audio's not great, but I can tell you what he says, and it's up on the blog if you want to check it out. This is him and Erica. They went to the Las Vegas courthouse to apply for their marriage license. He was hammered.
Drug dealer is a boyfriend. I'm not doing it.
I never asked you to.
I really can't understand.
Okay, so what he said was he points at Erica and says, she's got a drug dealer as a boyfriend, and he is stumbling bad.
So they'll give you a marriage license if you're drunk?
Apparently. I'm not doing it is what he said, as in I'm not getting married again. I'm not getting married again. And she's standing there looking at him and says, I never asked you to. And then he goes, let's go. And they were so drunk, and probably partly because it was Nick Cage, they took him to a back room, a private room, walked out with marriage license paperwork.
I thought getting a marriage license is like getting a tattoo. You can't be drunk or high.
That's what I thought, too.
Everybody said that he was easily, very obviously drunk, and the boyfriend that is a drug dealer is an ex of hers.
What does she look like? What's her name? Erica.
Erica. The last name is spelled Koike.
Erica.
One more time.
Erica.
Koike. I believe it's his makeup person or his somebody that worked or works for him.
She may or may not have had some lip work done.
Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's good. Fillers, they call those fillers. That's young.
Yeah, she does look young. It didn't say in that article how old she was. So, Charlie Sheen, how's he doing? Launching his own line of what? What would you think would be a good idea for Charlie Sheen to?
If only there was a website that we could buy whatever he's launching, though.
Let's check out his new website.
Winner.com.
About some pot vapes. That's good for a guy that has an addiction problem.
Winning.
I mean, it's smart, though. He knows about it.
It's called...
Wow, winning.
You know what his vape's called? Sheenius.
It's great.
Strains of Malibu Dream, Millie's Vanilla, Grandma's Perfume.
It is odd for somebody with an addiction problem to be selling weed products.
You're not wrong there.
He does say he has been sober for a year, and in case you're wondering, he is not getting high on his own supply.
A lot of people, claim to be sober and still smoke pot, and I'm not one of them. We hatched this a couple of years ago, and I was still getting pretty lit. And then when I stopped getting lit, the idea was still good enough to keep pursuing. I'm sort of the medicinal ambassador for Sheenius. I think we got a real shot, and it's pretty exciting.
Winner.com.
He's like, I got a pretty good shot for an income, so this is kind of exciting.
Yeah, is he out of cash?
So I know he's been selling rights to stuff. So six
he out of
flavors,
cash?
6 flavors. April 2nd, around 20 different dispensaries, $60 to $70 for those things. So
hope it works out.
Yeah. Blue's Clues coming back. It's going to be rebooted as Blues Clues and You. It's going to be hosted by a 30-year-old Broadway actor guy named Josh De La Cruz. Old show ran for 10 years, 96 to 06. And it's going to be some CGI, some and some not. And it's going to debut sometime next year. Also coming back, possibly it's in the works, is Sex in the City, although it's a follow-up series. No indication if Sarah Jessica Parker's going to be involved or any of the other ones, but there's an upcoming book called Sex from the same girl who did Sex in the City. It's called Is There Still Sex in the City? And it's about a friendship of a bunch of 50-year-olds in the city. So it seems like the same thing, only now they're 50-year-olds and they may not be having sex still in the city. I don't know. What's the new hot genre for movies right now? What's the hot thing besides obviously the superhero stuff?
Snuff films.
Besides snuff films and the superhero stuff.
Animation?
How about movies about bands?
Oh,
so
yeah.
like
band
Queen
docs.
One,
Yeah.
Motley
coming
Crue,
out.
Elton John, and now the next one, legendary punk pioneers.
The Ramones.
Sex Pistols?
Sex Pistols. There's a company over in the
Isn't
UK.
there already Sid and Nancy?
Yeah, but this is about the band. This is going to be about the band and actually a couple of people that have to do with the band, not necessarily just them. The focus is going to be their journey to stardom in the late 70s. And if you read about them, wow, interesting people for sure. So
aren't they kind of like the Monkees where
They were manufactured.
Yeah. They're the Monkees of punk.
They were put together.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because Johnny Rotten was, as you know, everybody knows he's the guy in that. But he was not in the original lineup.
Yeah, I think they put that band together.
Really?
Steve
That's
Jones.
not the story I read this morning. It was a couple of dudes that used to hang out at a record
I could
store
be
or
wrong.
a fashion store or some clothing
We may
store.
have gotten our information from the same source there, King Scott.
I don't know. So there's going to be a big new tour with Buddy Holly and Roy Orbison coming up, which is pretty cool.
In heaven?
Can't wait.
In heaven?
They're going back to the hologram thing, man. They're doing the hologram thing again. I don't know if they've ever actually had a successful hologram concert in the States or not. I have no
Didn't
idea.
they do something at Coachella one year with, was it Tupac?
I remember reading about things like this, but I don't
They did
remember
it
them ever
once.
actually
It was years
happening.
ago with Tupac.
Huh. Well, it's going to be these two guys in the UK and in North America later this year, but it's going to be the holograms in the middle of the stage and then actual live band members behind them.
I would say they could just do this up at Mount Rushmore and put on a side of Mount Rushmore and watch the whole show.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, this is the Tupac hologram. We got it on the screen here. Yeah, that's right, with Dr. Dre. Yeah, look cool.
Crazy.
All right, one more, Jeff.
One more, and we always, not always, but every once in a while, talk about older celebrities that we haven't heard from or heard about in a while. Tim Conway.
I thought he's been dead for a long time.
I know. He was, we said he was sick a couple
Yeah, I
weeks
believe
ago.
it's dementia. He's suffering from dementia. And the only story is LA judge said, look, the wife needs to be the conservator because he cannot take care of himself anymore. And he's 80-something, 84 years old, quote, unable to take care of himself, his own health care decision. So the wife is going to do it. And I'm assuming it's not the OG wife because the kids are now claiming, hey, she's trying to get his money, that sort of thing. So
Crappy birthdays. Lady Gaga is 33. St. Louis's own Jaquan. He has that song Tipsy and that song Tipsy. He's 33. Julia Stiles is 38. Kate Gosselin, 44. Vince Vaughn is 49. Reba McEntire is 64. And today's Burton birthday of the day. She's in Mr. Deeds, 2.5 Men. If you need a bigger, tough-talking, semi-Hoosier old lady, you call her. Conchata Farrell is 76 years young today. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yes. You
The
said
pizza
2.5
owner
Men?
in Deeds. She's Bertha on 2.5 Men. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is April Flowers. And today's birthday girl has been pounded more than a judge's gavel in 321 fine films, including Fast Times at Deep Crack High, Born for Porn, The Apprentice, United Colors of Ass, The Puppeteer, Dead Men Don't Wear Rubbers, and who can forget her unforgettable role in Splish Splash. April Flowers, 41 years old. That is your porno birthday. Gross, your crappy birthday. And that is your crap on celebrities.
All right, we'll get into sports after the break. It is 9:06 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
Don't take this as an insult. You need serious professional help.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Point forecast today, cloudy. High's going to be just under 70 tonight. Rain, cloudy overnight, and some showers possible around the mid-50s for the low. Right now, 62 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, so Jeff, 1 week from today, Big St. Charles Motorsports, the first bike night of the season.
Oh, I've been stretching the hammies. I'm getting ready to go, man.
Bike night calendar search. Put together that 2020 Big St. Charles Motorsports calendar.
It's such a great thing on so many different levels. I know that it's the start for everybody, the nice warm weather riding season. And also, as I say all the time, a Thursday, it's a good way to kick off your weekend a little early. Come out and party with us a little bit.
Parking at Big St. Charles is open, free for motorcycles. There's a shuttle, by the way, if you don't want to park down there over at Shamrocks.
Yeah, because that's where the after party is anyway. So, and we always say bike night. You don't have to ride, own, whatever, a bike to come enjoy it. But if you are in the market, you're looking for a Kawasaki 2018 Kawasaki Ninja 650, you can save like $1,900 on the thing right now. It's brand new 2018, by the way. It was $73.99, now $54.99. So if you want to get in the bike world, the Kawasaki Time to Ride sales event is going on.
And back to bike night. Did we mention the free food courtesy of Shamrocks?
No, we did not.
Free food.
Courtesy of, I believe it's Shamrocks, too.
Shamrocks.
Yeah, some great drink specials, and there's vendors there. It's a whole thing. It's a good time.
All right, Big St. Charles Motorsports, Interstate 70, the Cave Springs exit, on-the-door service road online at BigSTCharlesMotorsports.com, the jackpot of motorcycles. Moritz Royce Jewelry, ninjabling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. And listen, you don't want to start the rest of your lives together. What a huge mistake. And a huge mistake would be going for that engagement ring at your street-level store, your mall store, where it's just a cookie cutter. You know, everybody's got this ring, and maybe you were ripped off. Maybe you were outside of your budget when you bought this thing. That's not going to be the way it is at Moritz Royce.
And listen, maybe you don't even think about this when you walk in there as far as the person actually selling you the jewelry. But at Moritz Royce, they've got about a gajillion years of experience between John and Dan and David and Stacy and everybody up there. Now, what really I love is that you walk into one of those mall jewelers, those street-level jewelers, and that guy that's standing behind that glass case, he's not going, I got to make sure this guy walks out with a great piece of jewelry. He's thinking, how much commission am I getting from this guy? That's
right.
That's not how they do business at Moritz Royce.
How much can I upsell him?
They don't work on commission over there. So they're going to respect you regardless if you're there to spend $5,000 or $50,000. They're going to treat you the exact same, and they're going to make sure that when you leave, you have the perfect piece of jewelry.
And John Royce has this relationship with all these designers, and he gets stuff that nobody else gets. So if you want something truly unique, something nobody else has, or maybe you want to customize something, Moritz Royce Jewelry. Go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, and make an appointment and see what we're talking about. It's Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
The Rizzuto Show.
All right, welcome back. So I guess Matt Carpenter has some new salsa out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he does.
Just like last year.
I think it's the spicier, though, right?
Yeah, spicy mojo
The
salsa.
mojo salsa. Remember last year, it was all about the salsa at the end of the season?
Yeah, scoop, scoop, scoop.
This is get hot, stay hot.
All right, so now he's got new salsa here, which is available at Schnucks.
Yeah.
Matt Carpenter's spicy mojo salsa.
Crushing dingers with your fingers.
I like that.
Thank you.
If
Write
I
that
do
down.
remember,
Okay. Now throw it away.
the salsa he had out last year was actually very good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't get to try it. I'm excited to try this one.
Why didn't you try it last year?
Because Moon ate it all.
Oh,
I wasn't
that's
here the day they brought it in, and Moon ate every
Sounds
drop
like
of it.
that jerk.
Yeah, and it sold out at Schnucks pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was...
And they brought us the best chips ever. Those
you
chips,
like those chips?
Love them.
Those your favorite chips?
No. The On the Border are my favorite chips. Those are second. Those real thin ones, I love them.
So chill.
I love them.
Yeah, those are a bit too thin for me.
Love that. That is...
Yeah, with that thin
That's
chip,
mine.
it's all
My
about
wa-
the salsa.
My
Yeah.
wife gets those.
Love it,
She has
dude.
those in the house. And whenever I see them in the house, I'm like, oh.
See, I
I
love
like
it.
the donkey chips.
And I think the reason I like those so much is because it gives me that little in the back of my head. I'm like, are you thinking donkey or Billy Goat?
No. Look up the donkey brand tortilla chips. Red bag.
Boy, it just auto-filled something else.
It's a red bag. I think
Oh,
they
okay,
sell
I see them.
Oh, sure. I've seen those.
Those
Where have I seen
are-
those?
Oh,
Target.
okay.
Yeah, they got them
okay.
at Target.
You know what those are? Those are. I just went to like a place like El Magwe where they bring you the chips and salsa. Those are the chips.
Those are the jam.
See, I like the thin ones, and I think it's because my brain goes, "Oh, they're thin. You could eat 100 of these."
No, you know why? Because you put it in a dip and it breaks immediately.
Yeah, you can't use those with queso. That's not a queso
No.
chip, or even like a spin dip.
I need something of substance.
If that's a spin dip,
Chip of substance.
your fingers are going to be the chip because
get-
it's not going to scoop it up.
Go get the spicy mojo salsa at Schnucks. But today is opening day.
Sure is.
MLB opening day, guys. We're here. We made it. Yeah. So, by the way, Major League Baseball just became the first of the 4 major American sports to fully join the 21st century because there is not a single active player in MLB who played in the 1900s.
That is turning the page, ain't it?
Whoa. So nobody played a pitch of baseball in 1999.
And nope. The last 2 were Adrian Beltre,
Yeah.
who debuted with the Dodgers in '98.
And I guess I can guarantee
Who?
Beltran.
No, the great.
Bartolo Colon.
Yeah.
Who got his start with the Indians in '97. Both guys played last year for the Rangers. Now, the thing with Colon is he's not retired. He's he's a free agent, so technically somebody could pick him up and ruin this cool stat, but there's probably not much call for a 45-year-old.
I was going to say, he's like mid-40s.
He's 45.
But
he's a big boy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thinking of the right guy, yeah.
He still, last year, was really effective.
Was
Yeah. Didn't he hit a home run or two last year, too?
No, he had his first home run ever. I think it was 2 years ago, and he's the oldest man to ever have a first home run. He was like 42 or 43 to get a home run.
Who knew that Scott was so into Bartolo Colon?
No, he's into baseball, period.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
dude,
But
you
Colon-
start picking his brain about baseball, and it's funny because we were sitting there and I asked him a question about something baseball related, and he starts going, and in the back of my head, I'm going, here comes a cheesy joke, and I'm like, holy crap, he's for real talking about baseball right now.
Tell me a little bit about Stubby Clapp.
Well, and then you got, Ichiro Suzuki, who started playing pro ball back in 92 in Japan, but didn't come to America until 2001. So he just retired last week with the Mariners. So after 2 games against the A's in Tokyo, he's 45 too.
Do you have the list of the other players that have played in like 99 in the other sports?
I don't.
Like hockey. I mean, it's got to be a goalie or something, right?
Well,
MLB is the first
let's see,
team
who's
to-
in their 40s? Chara's 42.
I can't see anybody in the NFL.
Well, you just said it's the first. You just said it's
I'm
the
trying to
first
think,
of 4.
Yeah, but who is it, though?
Who
Was there like a
99?
Brady or something that sat on the bench the first 2 years or something? Then
It could be
bounced
some
in?
backup that doesn't
Oh,
really
yeah.
play, or a kicker. I bet you it's a kicker.
It's probably Gostkowski. Yeah.
Or Janikowski.
Yeah.
When did Janikowski start?
78.
Those soft kickers, huh? Am I right?
What a
Softies.
baby that guy is. Drafted in the 2000 draft.
Oh, Janikowski?
Yeah. He's 41, so somebody that's 42, 43 maybe?
Lowry.
I don't even know what to type in to look for this, by the way. Like,
you'd almost have to think of a name and then type it in like we just did. It's or you could do the NFL draft of 1999.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's great. NFL draft.
Yeah, but then you got to go through all the draftees.
So, but I mean, the top 20, you can.
I don't know. When was Tom Brady drafted?
That's
like
true.
what round?
Man, you
What
jerk.
pick?
Okay, Riz.
Okay, so there's a
Thank
hole
you.
in there in my theory.
So here's what you need to know about Busch Stadium this year. And even though opening day, the home opener is next Thursday, which, by the way, I'll be in a box for that at the Hot Shots in Fenton.
I didn't know.
New food over Busch Stadium. In the right field Bud Terrace on the stadium's 4th level is the Budweiser Burger Bar. I guess that's the biggest food addition to Busch in 2019. You have to have a ticket to go to this thing, but there are 5 new burger options, tater tots, French fries. One option is the Taste of the Hill burger, which includes 2 4-ounce patties with Provel cheese, marinara, garlic aioli, and then the bun is topped with 2 toasted wraps.
Dang.
All right, that sounds pretty
That
good.
is not bad.
There's also new food on the menus across the street over at Cardinals Nation restaurant over at Ballpark Village. They've added 20 new things for the season, which are all currently available. We mentioned this earlier. As far as ticketing goes, the Cardinals are making a move towards digital ticketing in 2019 and will no longer offer a printed home option for tickets. So they've moved to a mobile ticket delivery option through the MLB Ballpark app, where you could download, I guess, the app to your smartphone, and you'll have your ticket on there. You could still get into games, with the traditional ticket stub, but you can't buy a ticket online and print out.
Isn't the Blues like that? Aren't the Blues all digital now?
Yes.
Okay, I thought they were.
I don't think you could print out the ticket. Maybe
No, I don't think you can.
The couple that I got for Abby this year
It's on
was
your
all on her
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
By the way, King Scott found somebody who's still playing in the NFL.
Who?
And it is a kicker.
Yeah, Vinatieri.
Yep.
Oh, Vinatieri.
46 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, still going strong.
Wow. So, opening day schedule next Thursday. Home opener is at 3:15, first pitch. If you want to get there for the pregame, of course, you've got the Clydesdales. That starts at 2:30. The Cardinals Red Jacket Club Hall of Famers, the Caravan Parade, all that stuff. I guess gates next Thursday open at noon.
What kind of seats did you get us?
I'm going to be in the box, so I got box seats.
Hey.
And I guess they got new stadium lighting, LED lights over there at Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
680 individual light fixtures were installed over at Busch, LED lights. So
I hope those cheap little remotes you always get with the LEDs work there, so we can just push it and change the lights all the time.
So does this mean the lights don't need to warm up?
Yes, that is
Holy
one of the
smokes.
big deals, that it doesn't take 20 minutes for them to
Like
brighten.
the on and off. Yeah, just flip a switch.
Yeah,
on,
there's a
off,
handful
on,
of
off.
other stadiums that are already doing it.
That is great. Yeah, the power grid will be happy with that.
There you go. That's what you need to know. And here's Tony Patrico with your sports.
Don't screw this up, fatty.
Sports brought to you by our friends at West County Auto Body, the best auto body repair facility in the country. And holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, it's here. That's right. Cardinals baseball starts today. The Cardinals are in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers at 1 p.m. Miles Michaelis gets the start. We get to see the regular season debut of Paul Goldschmidt. Technically, the season got started last week when the Mariners won 2 games against the A's in Japan, but this is the start of the season in the States, and the Mets and Nationals have the first game of the day in D.C. So who does ESPN have winning the whole thing?
Did you say what time first pitch today for the Cards is?
1:10.
1:10.
So who does ESPN have winning the whole thing? I'll let you guys guess.
Are the Cardinals in the discussion?
Not according to ESPN.
Well, then I don't care.
I'm going to go with the Brewers.
Who won last year?
Oh, Brewers, that is a damn fine pick.
Who won last year?
ESPN has them repeating as champions.
Astros.
The Boston Red Sox.
Boston won.
Boston.
When did Astros win? 2 years ago?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Boston won last year.
Astros should
Boston
be huge this year,
beat
too,
the
right?
Dodgers.
They have Boston winning it again, huh?
Boston winning it again with the Astros, Yankees, Dodgers, and Brewers rounding out the top 5. As far as The Ringer, the website The Ringer, they have the Astros winning the World Series with the Red Sox in second, and the exact same 3-5 scenario with the Yankees, Dodgers, Brewers. ESPN does not mention them in the top 10. The Ringer does put the Cardinals 7. Now, if you're curious, ESPN has the Cardinals at 12-1 odds and ranks them 11th.
Last place, I believe, is the Orioles.
Yeah, they're already considered the worst team in the league. Yeah.
And I think the Vegas odds are somewhere between 1 in 1,000 and 1 in 2,000 as
Great.
far as making the World Series. So people are throwing money on it.
Oh, yeah,
Heck
for
yeah,
sure.
just put $1 down.
Just put some money down.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
Can we get just a little tiny bit of help from anybody in the NHL, please? All the Vegas Golden Knights needed to do last night was win against the Colorado Avalanche in regulation. And they actually have something to play for, too. With the win, they also clinch a playoff spot. Well, with just under 4 minutes ago, the Knights scored their 3rd goal, which, great. Colorado scored 4. 4-3 win, Colorado. So we did not clinch, neither did Vegas. So basically, here's what we got going on. And there's another 1,000 scenarios in which could take place for the Blues to clinch. But as long as the Blues win this weekend, they're in. And if the playoffs started tomorrow, the Blues would actually open up the postseason with the Nashville Predators. How did the Blues do against Nashville this year? They met 5 times, and the Blues won 4 out of those 5 times.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Tomorrow, Blues are in New York.
Different
They take
game
on the
in
Rangers.
the playoffs.
Yeah.
Puck drop is at 6 p.m. When you're Michael Jordan, you can pick and choose most any of your opportunities. You can even do things like give up $1 million because you don't want to say a phrase because it sounds stupid. That happened back in his playing days. He was brought an offer to promote Beanie Weenies, which is basically a different brand of pork and beans. And he said, Beanie Weenies? How can I stand in front of a camera and say Beanie Weenies? I'm out. $1 million deal. See ya. Riz, you asked yesterday who was the lone vote in the 31-1 vote as far as making pass interference reviewable.
Yeah.
We found out it was the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Bengals are notorious for saying no to all things replay. Why? Because the current owner, Mike Brown, and his dad have had a very strong stance on let the game play out.
So at least they're consistent.
They said, we don't need any more stoppages. Let this game be a humanized game. No replays on absolutely everything. So,
Wow.
On James Corden the other night, Kobe Bryant played a game where you have to answer tough questions or eat some disgusting food. So it was Kobe's turn, and he either had to take a big bite out of a cow tongue or answer the question.
I would like you to rank these legendary basketball players from best to worst. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Yeah. And Kobe Bryant.
You know what I'm going to answer, but I'm not going to answer it because then everybody's going to sit there and debate about it.
What do you reckon?
Fine.
No,
I'm the best. Michael's second best.
Is that controversial?
I don't think it is.
I think that's fun.
I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, who's the best radio host?"
Well, me.
Yeah. See. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's not. It's not the who's in first. It's who does he put Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Yeah.
What order is that in?
Right. And he said Michael and then LeBron, which I mean I think that is correct.
I think that
for
is
now.
correct.
For now. Mm-hmm. Finally, here. The American Alliance of Football.
How are they doing?
It's in its 8th week of action. And in case you forget that they are respected and working with the NFL. Meaning the NFL supports the league and said that it could have a very nice developmental league for the highest level of football. Even some of the games are on NFL Network. It's been a great relationship.
Yeah.
However, the AAF is saying that if that's the case, they need the league's help. The majority owner of the AAF said yesterday that unless they get some help from the younger players in the NFL, the league is over.
Help!
And they will shut down next year.
Help me. Help us. Help me, Lord, help me.
According to one source inside the NFL Players Association, that won't be happening because they say it's a clear violation of terms, saying that it's risk of injury and it violates the practice agreement. So they ain't getting the help, and it looks like the AAF, it might be going away.
Oh,
not looking good.
That's a super surprise.
Yep.
It really is.
Sports brought to you by Amco Ranger Pest Control, protecting people and property from pests since 1965. I'm Patrico. Boom goes the dynamite.
All right, we'll do some headline hoosh right after the break. It is 9:32 on this Thursday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here is Patrico.
You are an ass.
Whoa.
She told you his hip hurt.
Feeling better.
Coming at you.
Your point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, thehomeloanexpert.com. Nothing to report, all good. Point forecast today, showers early, then cloudy this afternoon. High's going to be just under 70 tonight. Rain, cloudy, showers overnight around the mid-50s for the low. And right now, it is 62 at the Point Studio. Point forecast brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto. First Community Credit Union. This is the place that has the first-time home buyer's mortgage loan that King Scott took advantage of
Yes, indeed.
calling and getting together with them when you bought your first home.
Yeah. And earlier today, we were doing the roommate quiz.
Yes.
And because I'm getting a roommate now. And for the first time in my life, I'm not living underneath someone else. I actually get to be the one that owns the place. And I have a roommate coming in at my request.
Yeah, and that's all thanks to First Community Credit Union. So, I did this with you yesterday, and I just want to run this through you again. When you sat down with them and discussed everything about your mortgage, they probably had you pay a bunch of origination fees, right?
Oh, let me get my receipt out here. No.
Yeah, there is no receipt because you didn't pay that. You didn't pay closing costs.
No.
You didn't pay PMI.
Nope.
You didn't have any down payment requirements. But, dude, all those payments for all those penalties for prepayments got to be through the roof, right?
Oh, they're insane, but not with them because there's none.
Yeah, there is none when you go to First Community Credit Union. And even if you don't qualify for that first-time home buyer's mortgage loan, check out First Community Credit Union for any and all your mortgage needs. They're going to find a home loan for you. Loan subject to credit approval, terms and conditions subject to change without notice. Equal housing lender, NMLS ID number 684198. See firstcommunity.com for further details.
So after about 40 years of outfitting the best-dressed vehicles in the St. Louis and St. Charles area, you could trust that your baby, your prized possession, your vehicle is in great hands at Pure Performance. Yes, Pure Performance in St. Charles. Place is huge, 25,000 square feet. The biggest showroom in the area where you'll find anything and everything you might need to enhance your ride. They got the leveling kits and lift kits for your Jeeps, your SUVs, your trucks, any make and model. I mean, like the BDS suspension lift kit, lifetime warranty, or leveling kit starting at $399. And the experts at Pure Performance, I mean, they take great pride in the exceptional work they do every day, every single day. And they'll take the time to talk with you, figure out your individual needs and wants for your ride, and make sure they do right by each customer. And that's the damn truth. Big St. Charles, right down the street from Big St. Charles. It's Pure Performance in St. Charles, just north of the Cave Springs exit off of 70. Their website, pureperformance.com, purperformance.com.
Hey, it's comedian Nick DiPaolo, and you're listening to The Rizzuto Show. Hey, happy birthday, Riz, you big girl.
Well, I can smell that Matt Carpenter salsa.
It's good stuff.
The Spicy Mojo salsa.
It is fantastic.
Is it good? You like it?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, real good.
Insanely good.
You guys are crushing it. Leave some for me.
You want
leave some for me.
Oh.
There's a giant thing of it over there. I honestly think, and I say this a lot, but this is one of the best forms of salsa that I've seen that has heat for a purpose.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
it's good. It's not heat just to blow
I'm
your head
glad
off.
you said that because I hate heat just for no reason.
Just to
Heat
say
with a
it's
flavor.
hot.
Yeah, heat with a flavor is good.
That has got and also that has got the ingredients in that are hot. They didn't add heat to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I actually am picking up what you're throwing down.
Thanks, man. I'm knocking. Let me in, bro.
Well, that was weird.
You hear me knocking? Well, let me in.
Also at Busch Stadium, by the way, some other new food items. They've got 3 pretzel twists. They call them the twisted topped pretzels.
Okay.
3 pretzel twists topped with pepperoni and cheese, buffalo chicken, or bacon and cheese. They look good.
Sound delicious.
And they also have a giant 16-inch long slice of pizza called the Mega Slice.
Wait, what did you just say? How big is it?
That one.
16-inch long slice of pizza called the Mega Slice.
Have you seen a picture of it yet?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Trying to look it up because that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, some interesting food stuffs at ballparks this season. They got at the Ranger games the foul pole, FWOL.
Bet it's got something to do with chicken.
It's a single 2-pound chicken tender.
Jeez, look at this thing.
That's there it is. There's a 16-inch long pizza. That's a slice.
That's a
the Coney dog egg roll at Tigers games. Basically a chili cheese dog without the bun, stuffed inside an egg roll.
Jeff, did you see the pretzel twist things?
I did not.
Oh my God, that looks fantastic.
Holy cow!
Sounds sexy. When pretzels glisten, dude, it's like that is porn to me.
How about at the stadium where the Pirates play? They have the Pittsburgh cone, which is kielbasa, pierogies, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut, Russian dressing stuffed inside a waffle cone. I'll try that. There's an 18-inch hot dog available at Diamondbacks games. Peanut butter and bacon sandwiches at Twins games. Avocado bites at Yankee Stadium. How about the Dinger Dog? The Dinger Dog. It's basically a foot-long pig in a blanket stuffed with cheese. That's at Braves games. They also have a chicken and waffle boat that comes in a long, hollowed-out waffle bun. And the best healthy new option I saw at a stadium this year is the 32 ingredient salad at Blue Jays games.
The 32 ingredient salad?
Oh, my God.
It's vegan and gluten free.
Oh.
So you know it's good. That's you, buddy.
Brought to you by, I'm still looking up food.
This is new.
Brought
We
to you
just
by
started
More
doing
Choice
this.
Jewelry, the
Okay.
exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show. Sorry.
Today's headline news story comes to us from La Cucci, Florida. Yes, there is a place.
All right.
La Cucci,
You know
Florida.
what La Cucci stands for? Go on. Sorry.
Something
What,
down
Jeff?
south?
yes, something down south.
This woman clearly does not understand how 911 works, and they also might not understand how relationship counseling works. A 40-year-old woman named Marion Parrish called 911 on Sunday night to report her boyfriend wasn't being nice to her. And she called again and again over the next couple hours with the same explanation. And I'm not sure what exactly was going on that she thought he wasn't nice. Finally, after the fifth call to 911, a cop went to the house. And when he got there, he saw her making a sixth call.
Okay.
She was arrested for misuse of 911. And by the way, great mugshot.
I need her first and last name again, please.
Mary Ann Parrish.
Mary Ann
Parrish. La Cucci, Florida.
Up. Somebody needs to wake her up for the mugshot. Jeff, go ahead and take a gander here. Somebody needs to tell Mary Ann Parrish to wake up.
It's like they went to their house in the middle of the night and took a picture of her sleeping.
So there you go. From La Cucci, Florida, Mary Ann Parrish, you are today's Headline News. All right, we'll take our final break of the morning, come back and wrap it up. So congratulations to everybody over at Hoffman Brothers. They were just named the 2019 ACCA Contractor of the Year. That's huge. That's the Air Conditioning Contractors of America. Nationwide organization that awards one contractor across the U.S., and Hoffman Brothers won. Well-deserved. And Hoffman Brothers, I mean, great people from the top down, great employees, great bosses over there. And they're supporting Stray Rescue through the end of March. So you got a couple days left here, where they're donating a portion of all sales this month and from last month to Stray Rescue. The employees over there at Hoffman Brothers are big-time animal lovers and supporters of Stray Rescue. Last year, they donated over $14,000. I think it probably will be more this year. And they're currently looking for plumbers and HVAC installation technicians and also a customer experience coordinator to join their growing team. Offering free health and dental and vision insurance, matching 401k up to 8% now. 2 weeks paid vacation when you start, cell phone reimbursement. You can apply online at hoffmanbros.com, HOFFMANN bros.com, or email your resume to careers@hoffmanbros.com. It's Hoffman Brothers. All right, what are the conditions of your carpets? I mean, not just the carpet in the living room, but, carpet maybe in your bedroom, in the hallway, the basement. You still got stuff in there from the New Year's Eve party? Or you're somebody that does yoga, or you got a little kid who crawls around on the ground. You should have your carpets professionally cleaned at least once a year. And this is why you need to call Zero Res. I would suggest doing it today to take advantage of this special. This month, get 3 rooms, Zero Resified, starting at $129. And you know what? Zero Res will also get rid of that dirt, that dander, all the other harmful allergens that are lurking in your air duct system. They'll clean that out starting at just $319. You got to mention the Riz Show when you call them up, 314-474-2020, 314-474-2020. I've had them at my house a bunch of times. The best part is when they're gone, because you got that fresh carpet, that so awesome feeling when they're done. And they understand that, and they're cool with that. Zero Res, 314-474-2020, or book online at ZeroResSTLewis.com. Zero Res, spelled backward or forward, spells the same at Zero Res. Well, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango coming in next. Moon rejoins the program tomorrow. Right, Moon's back from vacation. And, yeah.
It'll be exciting
We'll be
to see him
again.
I bet he'll be taller. All grown up.
I can't wait till he's here for 2 days and then goes to Guatemala again or wherever he's going.
Scheduled to.
Big thanks to Todd Glass for coming in. He was great today. Todd Glass, comedian. He's at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. He's got a show tonight, a couple shows tomorrow, a couple shows on Saturday.
I bet Scott will be posting this here shortly on the socials, but did you see the photo that we took with him?
No.
What is that?
Is that me?
No, look at him.
Did I have my pants down again?
Who's he looking at?
I don't know. But they took 3 pictures, and that's how he looks at all of them.
And there was only one camera going, right?
Yeah, it's funny. He was a really nice guy.
He's great.
I enjoyed
Super
having him on the
good guy.
program, especially for Freak of the Week, which tomorrow we will have the winner when we sign on. Craig's Freak of the Week. If you missed it, check out the blog, check out the podcast, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. King Scott, what else we got?
Well, we have all kinds of great stuff on the blog today, but the CBS affiliate in Toledo are totally lit, and they're rad. You got to watch that video. We also have interesting food lists from all the opening day baseball things, and the Freak of the Week on the blog as well. So check out all that good stuff.
All that stuff. It's wonderful.
It really is.
I'm sure you're going to all enjoy it.
Yeah, you'll get woke on our blog.
Tomorrow, Jeff Burton has a book signing.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Tomorrow, 7 to 9 at Sacred Grounds in Edwardsville.
Yeah, 7 to 9 is the first one in the evening, so I'm very, very excited about it. Come out and get a book and get it signed. We'll do a picture, all that stuff.
Great. That's tomorrow at Sacred Grounds in Edwardsville. Don't forget, 1 week from today, I enter the box at the Hot Shots in Fenton, 10 a.m. I exit the box the next morning, 10 a.m., live broadcast. 1 week from tomorrow at the Hot Shots Fenton. Breakfast will be served. There'll be a breakfast menu courtesy of Hot Shots, so
Do you think
come on down.
Do you think if you enjoy it, you'll stay in an extra hour or so, or no? Just to kind of.
I don't want to leave. What if I get used to it? I just don't want to leave.
I'm just going to stay here, guys.
Nobody can actually get to me, so yes.
What else is actually kind of funny is, and I've seen this a couple people on social media and a couple people have emailed over. They're like, Riz is very nervous and very concerned, and this is like mental torture to him. But in all reality, if you take a step back, this is a dream scenario for you. Sure, people could see you, but nobody could touch you. Nobody can bother you. You could probably talk to you through the box, but it's going to be very mumbly, very muffled.
I can pretend I don't hear.
Yeah, this is a dream for you.
Huh?
I have a question about what you're going to do or possibly not do in the box. Will you toot in there?
I mean, you're probably going to be eating Hot Shots food. You might have to toot once or twice. You do get the bathroom breaks.
I mean, you're not going to open the door and just kind of.
That's my box.
There is a little
my box to do what I want.
There is a little opening that he could, kind of on his tiptoes put some cheeks out and go.
That's an idea. I mean, you got to think about it. You going to go 24 hours without tooting?
I can do what I want, Jeff. I'll toot in the box.
All right.
We'll have a mic in there, so we'll know.
I can do whatever I want. I'm going to toot in that box, Jeff.
I don't want to get yelled at.
What if at the end of 24 hours I call my wife and go, sell the house. We're all moving into the box.
Yeah, you become tiny house. Yes.
Sell the box. Or sell the house. We're moving into the box. All right. Anything else?
No, man. I think
tomorrow,
actually,
Friday fail stories and what?
Nothing. I got nothing. I was going to say I got a haircut today.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you.
About
On that
time.
note,
Jeez, you look like a hippie over there. Real or fake results tomorrow?
real or fake results tomorrow, too.
Great. Great.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Riz member of the day, shouting out Jason Bradley one more time.
Jason Bradley.
Estes Park, Colorado.
Fella, you.
And he wants to hear this song, and we're going to play it for him. And we shall see you tomorrow. Donnie Fandango next. Goodbye.
Happy birthday, Riz. It's David Keckner, and you're listening to The Rizzuto Show right here on 105.7 The Point. Do you get it?
Guess whose birthday it is? Happy birthday, Riz. It's Adam Farrar, and you're listening to The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. Blow those friggin' candles out, will you?
You're listening to The Rizzuto Show on 105.7 The Point. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, folks, Chris Kerber here. You're listening to The Riz Show, and, well, I guess we have to do this because they asked me to. Happy birthday, Riz.